Hello and welcome to TPK Roleplay. Tonight we continue our Beyond the Undergrowth campaign with session 15, Exchange, where we will continue from our statuesque heroes' last moments from our previous episode. I am Tony, your dungeon master. If everyone wants to go around and overlay order and introduce yourselves, starting with Dungeonistics.
Hello there. I'm Dungeonistics, and tonight I am playing a currently petrified tiefling barbarian named Nathrissa. And tonight, let's see if we can potentially get her unpetrified as well as the other party members. So I think Roz is next.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite Fox, aka Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy. And today I guess I'm playing an also very petrified lizard folk beast hunter in Shairaz Drasheli. And I would like to also proceed with the plan of being unpetrified, if that's everybody's wave, you know. But failing that, I have some backup plans. Looks like we have a new face joining us up next.
Hey everybody, I am Lukalok, and I am finally joining this campaign as the werewolf samurai fighter Kami Ara.
All right, guys, and my name is Chrissy. I will be playing Seven. She is a Triton cleric. And Johan, I think you're next, right?
Yep. Hi guys. I'm still playing Johan, hopefully. Also, just vibing as a statue right now. Hopefully that'll get fixed soon. I don't have much to say right now other than I'm terrified very heavily for the future of my character.
It's fine, everything's fine. It's fine. Hilarity ensued. So yes, the last time we were hanging out in the jungle garden of Nangalore. The party had been tasked with going there looking for the Black Orchid for Ashara, the Aarakocra Monastery leader of Kursabal. Unfortunately for our friends here, there was a kerfuffle, and unbeknownst to them, they angered a Medusa. They turned to stone, following ELO song. Um, and the events were more catastrophic. Shiraz, Nathrissa, Telefteos, and Johann, petrified by the old Amwen queen. Herman Solis, the only surviving member, agreed to whisk his companions away for the price of the 2 large diamonds they grabbed from the Green Dragon Bones' cave, as well as the Black Orchid. Herman, using his own fiendish steed, as well as Becky, River, and Flask, trekked back to Port Nianzuru, the other hero's stone statues being carried along. The path back was long and treacherous, with a few of them left. The days of rain, the mud and muck, the unbearable heat and humidity causing just absolute misery at every turn. And that's not even including the beasts, the plants, the zombies, just everywhere, littered throughout the jungle. It takes 22 days for Herman to return back to port with everybody. And they come back absolutely exhausted. They eventually make their way to Wakanga Otamu's abode, the merchant prince that originally tasked them with going into the jungle to cure the death curse. Wakanga and Herman speak about the events that transpired. And he is what's disheartened as his good friend, Miss Sindra Sylvain, the beneficiary, asking everyone, is nearing the end of her life. She only has a few days left. As much as she would have been able to assist with the predicament, she is now too weak to do so, grasping onto the few threads she has left of this life. Wakanga asks if Herman would be able to assist, finding some kind of help. Much to his dismay, Herman rejects the offer, greater things now weighing on his mind. Herman offers to leave the group of the heroes behind in the care of Wakanga until he can find assistance elsewhere. Agreeing, he brings Becky to an outside area along with the statues, Becky refusing to leave the statue of Nethrissa for long periods of time. As Herman heads to the harbor to charter a ship home, a precarious sight appears. An airship descending into the harbor, one of the very few that exists in this world. Marks on its side showing that it is from the city of Baldur's Gate. Two individuals descend, a human and a Triton, along with a few nobles and other passengers behind them. Do you two care to describe how your characters look?
Yes. Kami is a average height and build. She's about 18, 19, and she holds herself straight backed and looking off the distance, off the edge of the airship. A very serious look on her face. And she is wearing leathers in straps and wears a large longsword sheathed at her hip and carries a long glaive.
Yeah, so with her, you will see Seven. She is light blue skinned with, heavy blue hair, a few random little seashells kind of probably stuck in her hair that have kind of just made their way there forever. She's carrying a large trident, and attached to the trident is a bunch of various barnacles and different skeletons of seahorses and kind of weird stuff that she's collected. And she's just wearing some simple leather armor, not too overdone, aside from the fact that she's, bright blue and covered in seaweed. No big deal.
Yes. Noticing you two apart from the crowd, looking as if you would be able to hold your own, Herman approaches you, asking if you would be up for a task. A few questions in, the death curse comes up, grabbing your attention. He directs you to Wakanga Otamu's house for further information.
Thank
Do
you.
you proceed?
Yes, and Chrissy, I assume Kami and Seven have decided to travel together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's going to be a lot more relaxed than you are. She'd probably tap you with the trident and kind of poke you in the direction and tell you all right, let's get going.
She will just do a curt nod of her head and then go off in the direction that she was instructed. What was that name again?
Wakanga Otamu.
And I assume I'm able to find their house relatively easily.
Yes, the merchant prince's houses are actually very lovely, large, grandiose in comparison to the rest of the port. Each one is different, and outside you see two tabaxis introduce themselves as River Mist and Flask of Wine.
Pleased to
Foxy,
meet
do you have a
you.
question?
Real quick, is the plural of tabaxi not just tabaxi?
It's not anymore.
Okay.
The DM controls the language
DM rules.
too.
It's just tobacco.
It's my campaign, and I decide what the plurals of species are.
Yes. They see you the taller, leaner one is Flask of Wine. He has a lighter color fur, nearly like a grayscale. His sister, River Mist, is more tabby looking. He kind of stands near the wall, and she actually approaches you Oi, are you here to help out?
I was instructed to come here to seek further knowledge on the death plague. May you direct me to Wakanga Otamu?
Oh, yeah, just hold on. And she will knock at the door. And out will come Wakanga. How can I help you? He especially looks over at you, Seven. He's heard of your kind, but you're very rare.
I will kind of look at Kami and say, well, a gentleman named Herman suggested we come here to talk to you.
Ah, yes, he's told me he would send some individuals if he could find one. Please, come in to the foyer. Well, we can discuss a little more there.
Are River Mist and Flask of Wine joining?
They will, but they're gonna kind of like stick to the back because Wakanga doesn't trust them too much. They have
Okay.
a history. So
As we're
Mr.
walking in, can I just like check the space out, like if I recognize anything or like, I mean, because this is like brand new to me and to us, so like, is anything like dinging for me? Like I'm like, oh, this is weird.
So you'll notice that compared to all the other houses on the streets of Port Neander, this is very, very fancy. Like this is a very what you would imagine a rich person's house would be like, but like exorbitantly rich.
What is this large thing in the center of the room?
In the center of the room, you notice an adamantine and wooden construct that seems to stand guard in the center of the room.
No big deal.
So you said Mr. Solace sent you.
Yes.
Yes, I am told you have information on the death plague.
Yes, the unfortunate curse that has befallen the entirety of the land. It is nearly claimed my old associate, Miss Sylvain. She has but a few days left, if that. She's having a hard time. There were a few associates of Mr. Solace that she had originally sent out into the jungle along with some information I could give them, and they returned as statues.
They returned as statues.
Yes.
As in they are currently in statue
and
form.
He will actually motion you to follow him up and out and around to his nice outside little area down here.
All right.
As you
Is
kind of like
he
walk through,
leading them through this maze?
Yeah.
She's just gonna grip her glaive just a little more securely as he leads them in this weird winding path through the house.
Yeah, that's valid. As you kind of pass through, you'll notice like you go through the very magnificently tiled hall. Then you go into like a guest seating area with like a nice little sitting pool / bath with access to a garden. And out in this garden, you notice 4 statues. One is of a large individual wearing a skull on his head with several what you would assume are bones, hides, and furs coating his body. You can't actually make any other distinct features of him. Going around, you see a female tiefling, a bow in her hand, a great axe on her back, and a sword on her side. Laying up in the curling up in the corner, you see an axe beak that kind of like looks at you, and then just kind of like goes back to kind of moping, being kind of dumpy.
Tony, you're hurting me with this.
You're welcome. Next to her, you notice looks like a lizard man who has several crossbows on him, but his pose is that he's looking with his head down, but his face or eyes are looking up, and it seems like he has his hands outstretched cupping, but there's nothing in his hands. And then finally, you have what looks to be a human in very nice-looking clothing. But there is, and he also wears a very fine necklace that has several beads still attached to it. These are, Wakanga continues, these are unfortunately the individuals that had returned.
And they were most recently pursuing the source of the death curse.
Yes, unfortunately, we're not sure where it is. As far as we know, it could be east or south. A lot of the western and northern areas of Chult have been thoroughly searched, and nothing has come up yet.
Do you have any sorcerers available to you to undo this? I would like to access the information that these unfortunate individuals may have accessed in their journey.
Not to sound narcissistic, but I am the most magically inclined here in Port.
I'm the most magical person here, mind you.
I have, I actually hold the trade on magic items, including scrolls, and not even I currently have those necessary to bring them back.
And you have no knowledge of someone that could?
Well, I do. They are a few days east of here, though. If you believe you and your compatriot would be able to go there, I actually have... It's been a while since I've talked to her, and I know what she needs for payment, and thankfully I have it, but
and
it's
would it
if you're
not be
willing.
easier to just send for her, since they are here?
It would, but the increase of the walking undead coupled with the beasts of the land deter most folk right now. Especially since it's on the way to a Flaming Fist fort.
I am unfamiliar with this. Could you please explain Flaming Fist Fort?
It is called Fort Balurian. The Flaming Fist are a group, loose word group, of mercenaries who are believing that the treasures of Chult are theirs to claim, and they will kill those who believe are going for their treasures. So most don't typically travel east from the port if they don't have to.
7.
Yes.
Since we will be journeying together, do you think it would be wisest to journey to this woman that can undo this and safely escort her back? Or attempt to carry these poor individuals out to her instead? Despite knowing their wishes of where they would like to be.
Well, and Seven's like probably standing like nose to nose with these statues, inspecting them while Kami was talking, and like she'd probably give one of them a good tap on the side, like just tink tink tink, like
rude.
and I would probably say that they're fine here. If we take them with us, then we have to keep an eye on them. Not that they're going to be moving much, and she'll kind of like tap them again. But we do have to account for handling a bunch of giant statues with us. So I feel like maybe you and I going by ourselves very quickly in and out might be a faster solution.
I agree it would be faster and much easier. My concern is that this sorceress would not be willing to travel in our escort, and also would have no means of putting her spell down into a scroll.
So at that, I mean, Seven would probably turn to him and say, would you have a mount and a cart? We could take them with us.
You wish to take the statues with you?
Do you have an alternative recommendation for how we should handle this?
He thinks for a moment. Well, I don't know exactly how she gets here, but she has visited here from time to time, but it's been about a year since I've seen her.
Can Kami roll an insight check, noble to
Yes.
noble, to see how useful this person actually is, or if she should be talking to someone else?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Because he's had these statues just hanging out in his garden for how long now, and he hasn't done anything?
About a day.
Oh, okay. Just, like at this point, she's feeling very much like, okay, how
Is
much
this a
longer do
setup?
I have to, like, continue to, like, pull teeth from this individual? Yes, I am doing a vibe check on this guy.
Big vibe check.
And I got an 8, so...
As
good-
far as you
good on
can
me.
tell, he's being truthful to you.
I wasn't going so much for truthful as, whether or not this is a useless noble or someone who is actually capable of getting anything done.
Okay. As far as you can tell, he sounds capable.
Yeah.
If it may come a little more expensive, but I might be able to pay her to come here too. Because it was already hard enough on Herman and River and Flask and even he kind of points over the corner pet to travel here. I wouldn't want you to lose them in the jungle.
Surely there is someone capable within this city that has a teleportation spell. Does your staff not have anyone that is able to teleport you to your business meetings?
And you hear him do just and you hear like a pattering from behind and like coming around, and you see Zuma. Yes, what can I do for you, Mr. Wakango Tamu, sir?
We love Zuma.
Yes.
Zuma!
Could you get me my chest? Well, of course, anything for you. And he'll saunter off for a couple minutes and come back with a very small inlaid silver chest like that fits in the palm of his hand. Handing it to Wakanga. He says a few words, and the chest begins to grow in size to be about 10 feet wide and about 10 feet long. It's a very large chest. And he starts kind of digging through it. Teleport. Doot. Ah, here. All right. And he hands you a small bag. And it's tied up real tight. She usually wants extra payment up front for a house call. I don't like paying her for the house calls. But I'm sure I will get my money's worth when my friend Sylvain is well again.
Who's Sylvain?
Madame Sylvain is the individual who is, you haven't seen her. He has talked that she is not doing so great.
Okay.
She is suffering from the death curse.
Okay.
So Seven will turn to Kami and say, we can get a couple of mounts and make it a quicker trip, maybe?
At this point, it seems like possibly the best course of action.
If you desire a mount, one of the other merchant princes could help you with that. That would be Ifan Talroa's department. It should cost no more than 25 gold a day.
For a mount to go, how many miles journey is it to where we are going?
Roughly 20. Mechanically speaking, it's 2 days.
Help me do math. Okay, thank you. A train is traveling. Okay, so 2 days, so 50 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be no problem.
Would you care for the guides?
Kami's going to look at Seven. Do you have a preference?
No preference.
Are you capable at navigating thick underbrush and jungle terrain?
Sure. And she will not even really sound that convincing. She's not even gonna try to sound convincing because this is all new for her.
I was speaking of, he kind of motions towards the statues. Their guides that you might have met outside? River and Flask?
Yes. And she's gonna just kind of look at him. And what is your opinion on them?
They can be silver-tongued.
Are they capable guides? I do not care for their tongues or how they speak. I need to know that they can get us through the jungle safely.
Well, they did survive the last 90 days in the jungle with this group, and they didn't turn to statues.
Okay. Perhaps we should take them along and hire them. Do you know their rates?
That is also not my department, unfortunately. They have their own rates, as far as I am aware.
And do you happen to have a member of your staff that you would be willing to relinquish into my service as a valet while I travel through the jungle?
He looks right over at Zuma. Yeah. Yeah, I do. And you just kind of see Zuma just kind of like gulp.
Zuma, was it?
Yes. How can I help you?
What is your rate of pay, Zuma, to act as a valet in my service?
He kind of like looks over. I don't know. I've never had that question before.
Are you capable in battle, Zuma?
Well, I usually don't have to, but if I really need to, I do have my rapier and a crossbow.
And you always talk like this, Zuma.
Of course. It's just my voice.
No, that's me, Luca. Just I'm hearing a lot of Tarlo happening right now, and I feel like I'm
Listen, it's fine.
going insane.
I only have so many voices. What do I look like, Turk?
Best man.
Zuma, if you are willing, I would hire you as my valet during our journey into the jungle.
Well, I guess that's really up to Mr. Otamu here. It's like it's fine by me if it makes you more comfortable to go to the individual's abode.
Very good. Zuma, do you have means of communication across distances, like message stones, or perhaps a crow?
Wakaya can just kind of like sift through his giant chest of just like knickknacks and baubles and a bunch of shit. Like there is so much stuff crammed into this chest, you're surprised it can all fit in this space. And he kind of pulls out a pair of sending stones. But yeah, I think I haven't had to use these suckers in a while. I'm pretty sure they still work. And he hands one over to Zuma.
Very good. We will be using Zuma to communicate with you should we need supplies sent out to wherever we may be.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you need anything else?
You point us in the direction to find mounts?
Yes. Ifan Taroa typically sells his mounts over in the Tiriki anchorage in the southern portion of the port.
Okay.
Yes.
And did we decide we're leaving the statues here? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you for your time and the information. Zuma, if you will, and she will begin walking out.
Same.
Yes.
Eventually she's going to come to Flask of Wine, I guess, and River?
Mm-hmm.
But before she gets there, she's gonna stop with Seven in the hall. I would love to hear your thoughts.
She's gonna like kind of stop and get uncomfortable. Yeah, we don't know them, but I need, and she's just gonna kind of like, you'll see her kind of like twist her trident a little bit, and she'll have a little bit of like her religious symbols there on the trident. And she'll just say, I have more of a need to just make sure we start somewhere. And this is better than anything else we're gonna find, I think.
I agree. All right, let's go see if we can acquire their services.
Great.
Is Zuma coming along?
Yeah, I just never made a token for him.
Oh, how dare.
Listen, give me like 5 minutes. And I
River
can make it
Mist
real
and
quick.
Flask of Wine, is that correct?
Yeah. What you need, love?
She's just gonna kind of like do a hard, slow blink at that. I would like to know your rates to hire you as a guide to deliver us to what was the name of the person we need to go to?
You never asked.
Did we not? I thought you said it, and I just
Oh, you
didn't
said
hear
it.
I could have sworn.
You sure did not ask.
Well, then we'll turn to Zuma.
You guys asked about the mount guy's name,
Shit.
not the contact.
Zuma, what was the name of the sorceress?
Oh,
That we were
she
journeying to?
kind of goes by an odd. Most people like to call her Granny.
Great.
And we have no other more descriptive name that we can... I'm sure there are many grannies, and our guides may not know which granny we mean.
As soon as Zuma says Granny, they kind of look at each other like, oh no. It's like,
You know of this person.
yeah, Granny's nice and all, but we don't like going out that way. There's a bunch of bullies. She's also a little weird.
Well, would you perhaps point me in the direction of guides that do not mind guiding to weird individuals?
You'll hear River laugh, and you'll just see like Flash just kind of chuckle. Love, everybody thinks Granny's weird.
Yes, but perhaps we could find a guide that would be willing to guide us out there.
They look at each other. I mean, we're willing, but you know, payment.
Yes, what are your rates? I
Well-
assumed by you not answering my question that you were unwilling to guide us out there.
Well, we unlike the rest of Jabal's flunkies that hang around port, they asked for like 5 gold a day, and they wanted up payment of like 50 gold. Or 30 day usually. So that's what, 150? Math is a little hard for me. We only ask for 4 gold a day, no payment up front, or equal shares of whatever treasure we help find.
I will pay the gold, not the treasure.
That is completely understandable, love. And you
it
just
is
kind
a
of notice that
4
River is
gold piece for both of you per day.
Mm-hmm.
Very
2
good.
for the price of 1. And you'll notice that River is really the only one talking, and Flask just kind of stands behind her, usually saying like the last word she says, but with a noticeable lisp.
Okay. Well then, River mounts.
She's gonna like look at you questioningly. It's like, oh, you're looking for something to ride into the jungle?
Do you have your own, or do we still need to hire those?
No, this group never really got anything besides their own. I think one of them could like change into things. One had that axe beak, and then one he just like summoned this weird fiery black horse. It's really strange.
7, do we require mounts?
I mean, I do not require it, but I don't know that it wouldn't be helpful. I mean, I'm okay with going on foot.
Zuma, do you currently own your own mount that can travel through the jungle? Or would
Oh,
we
no,
need
I
to
actually
hire
live
one for you
here.
as well?
Well, depending on what you get, you could actually probably all fit on 1, possibly 2.
Well, I would not require a mount.
And Riverfly's like, well, we don't typically take mounts ourselves into the jungle. They typically just slow you down, especially if you have to climb a tree to get away from certain threats.
Sure, that makes sense. I'm absolutely willing to go by foot.
I assume that will double our travel time,
Mm.
DM? Or
Nope,
was
it'll-
the 2
it'll-
days
it'll-
you gave me for foot travel?
The 2 days were by foot.
Okay, great.
Great.
All right then, on foot it is.
Alrighty.
7, do you need to do anything to prepare?
Nope, I am fully prepared.
Flask, River, if you would lead the way.
Sure. Do you still want to go get those mounts?
No, I do not think we shall require those.
What do you say? And it is about midday when you leave the port of Nyanzaru. We are at the tip of top, almost.
Tony drew the map so fast that we didn't even see it this time, guys.
Wow. Lightning.
Hypos-
I am
lightning
the
quick.
greatest. The
He
modern
gets faster every time.
Picasso has
honestly.
nothing
It's
on you.
so awesome, Tony.
Honestly.
Da Vinci, don't know him. I only know T.
Michelangelo, you.
Who that
Who
new
the hell-
phone? Honestly,
who-
like let's be
Who
real,
the hell is Michelangelo?
right? Like
So one of your, as you start to travel eastbound and down, there is a little bit of a river issue and not a river mist issue.
I was gonna make that joke.
Clarify, because I knew one of you were gonna do it. But it is easy enough to kind of cross the beginning part of the harbor, because there's so many ships. You could easily just be like, "Hey, could you just take us across the land?" And be like, "Yeah, we can do that." Very
Can they?
nonchalant. They do. They can now because I said so.
I would like to hire a ship to take us across the land then.
That is
Let's
$100.
Okay.
I mean, it's I'm giving it for free if you want to just swoop,
Right,
because they're just going that way anyway.
Very good.
Get out of here, chat. You're making fun of my dollars. You guys are talking about eating Becky. I don't appreciate it.
I was gonna let you have it, bro. I wasn't gonna say anything about it.
We don't eat Becky.
We are not
We're
eating
not
Becky.
eating Becky.
Becky
She is part
friend,
of this
not
family.
Food.
She is friend,
Not food.
Becky, Becky's
You
friends, not food.
although Seven and Kami, you will finally understand why a lot of people don't usually come to Chult, because your first day here is just sweltering heat. You are just miserable. It is sweltering, it is gross and bad, and you don't like it all that much.
Kami will revert to wolf form once they get into the jungle.
And River and Flask will be like,
She will
What?
just lope up kind of alongside them, and kind of turn her head and then look as if she's waiting for them to lead the way.
I mean, we've seen different kinds of lichens before, like boars and tigers and the occasional rat, but I don't think we've ever seen a werewolf in the jungle before.
And we'll
She's
kind of
going
slap
to
him on the
sit-
back.
Sit on her haunches and just look at them like in full like dog waiting like pose.
Yeah. And Seven's just gonna like smack him on the back and be like, let's just keep it moving, man. Like, let's just go.
Fucking
And-
yikes. Jeez.
And you do that.
This new party's really tense, guys. I don't like it.
Seriously. It's really there's a lot of like there's a lot of energy right now. We just kind of bring it all down a little
Can
bit.
we just like
Just sit
Uh-uh.
around a fire
11
and talk
back
about
to
our
a
feelings for a
4?
bit, maybe.
Kami and Seven, if you
Listen.
two could give me perception checks for your first evening in the jungle.
Absolutely.
This is 7, DM.
Nice.
Let's see here. Can I use my tracking as well?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so I can detect opponents within certain distances just based on smell alone.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I am just going to sit on my haunches and sniff, try and detect.
All right. So during your watch, Chrissy, you're all the new sounds and like the little lights that you can see in the jungle, like they're kind of new to you. You're just like kind of spookied out real quick, and you're not really noticing anything. Nothing seems to bother you aside from your own fear. If you have any, I don't know your life. Um, Kami, you're noticing, even with the extra moisture in the air, this area just smells like rot, and not just like plant rot. You're noticing there is so much death hanging in the air. It is overpowering and just awful, and it makes you like almost, if you ever seen like when dogs get like a nasty smell, they go just kind of like paw at their nose. You kind of have like that urge to just like scratch, just get rid of the scents that are overpowering.
Okay.
But nothing seems to bother you other
No
than if
opponents that I
you
can
have fear.
detect.
River and Misk will be slightly up in the trees a little bit, kind of overlooking, keeping eyes out during their watches. They don't seem to notice anything. And Zuma is also a little freaked out because he does not ever really leave the port. So he is spooked to the max.
Do I notice this?
Oh, super duper notice it.
Okay. Then if I happen to be awake at the same time he is awake, I will go over and sit next to him in my wolf form. Almost like at attention, like, on guard, to try and ease his worries a little bit.
You also notice that at first that does not help at all. He is a little like afraid because you are a werewolf. And he's like, "Oh
Werewolves are
my god,
big too.
I am going to die tonight in the
I'm not
jungle
like
that
a
I've
little
never
doggy.
been."
I'm like a big dog.
Yeah. So he's like, "This is how I die. Well, this was a great life." Um, but he kind of like eventually calms down. He's like, "All right, maybe it's not so bad."
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
like I do this as if like it's only natural that he would want to be near him. Completely
Yeah.
unaware that he would be scared of me.
um. So yeah, your night seems to go off pretty well. It's a little. It's nice that it kind of cools down a little bit, not a lot, but enough to be a little more comfortable. But in the morning, you, Kami, really notice that like the scent of ozone's a little heavy today. So you're pretty sure it's going to storm. And as
Okay.
you make your way through the jungle on your second day, through the mist, through the woods, you come across in what seems to be a small hut in the absolute middle of nowhere. River and Flask have guided you to where they believe is Granny's abode.
Believe?
Well, it is in the middle of nowhere. Um, yeah, there they are. And even calling it a hut is generous. It appears more as a lean-to, nearly camouflaging into the surrounding foliage. I'm going to turn that down. That was really loud. The roof is made of several large ferns covering branches that give the place structure. You notice that even sticking out, the floor seems to be made of hardened clay raised above the floor slightly to keep the excessive rain out. Um, Even with the rain, Kami, you can smell cooked meats and spices wafting into your nose as you approach. And you can hear what you're pretty sure is soft humming coming from the area.
All right. Before approaching the hut, I would change back into my human form. Kind of just adjust my clothing a little bit, and then look at Seven and River and Flask. Like, are we sure this is the place? Should we enter or knock?
Well, you should probably knock. It's usually more nice. And you're noticing like the outside it's about 15 feet long, 15 feet wide, and it is no taller than 10 feet. It seems to hug a large tree in a curved pattern. I only used a tree trunk for the fact that I didn't want I wanted you to be able to see the hut. Otherwise it'd be treetop.
Switch the map. I am still just seeing the hex.
Oh yeah, stupid me. Hooray.
Okay, I refreshed because I
There we
wasn't
go.
sure, but
Nope, it was me being not smart. It hugs a tree in a curved pattern. The bark of a tree acts as a door of sorts, vines growing over it, concealing it from unintelligent creatures.
So before we walk up, I will kind of tap, like not tap Cammy, but like kind of like grab her shoulder and say, if it's okay with you, I'd like to just give you a small blessing.
Absolutely.
And I will kind of like take my trident and kind of just touch the top of her forehead and cast guidance on her and on myself.
I will do kind of like a deep nod. Thank you.
Kami, what is your passive perception?
My passive is real, just average. It's at 15.
Oh, that's
However,
actually good enough.
I feel like the tracking I could do if you need me to. I have it in all forms.
So yeah, actually this is based on sight.
Okay.
You guys are actually in the bottom of the map.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna notice when you were talking to River and Flask, you noticed a real chill dude just laying out in the water over there.
I'm gonna make
He
him
doesn't
into
seem to be bothering you, but he's chilling like a villain.
Okay.
Is that
Um,
foreshadowing?
I
DM?
will kind of just lightly place a hand on Seven's shoulder and like look over at it to kind of just signal her, but without trying to make any sudden movements.
Yep. I will definitely acknowledge what she's doing.
And then I am just going to walk this way, kind of the long way around.
You were 15-7. What is your passive perception?
Oh, great.
13.
Okay.
Okay.
Good,
No
good
big
to
deal.
know it. Good to know. Right. Type.
You do not notice what is going on.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, as
Fine.
Kami is walking around, I will obviously follow suit.
And so do Flask and River, because they're like, oh shit, I don't want to get eaten by Gator either.
Sure.
Yeah, so you notice the door is like right up in here.
Okay. Once I see mostly clear of Toby.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What?
What?
That's
Out
very
there?
clearly his name.
It's very clearly. Well, wait, it's not clear. Hold up. Bam, crocodile.
Yeah, that's not. No, that's just what he is. His name is Toby.
I don't agree to these terms and conditions, but we'll move forward.
I'm in shambles.
As you get near Kami, you do notice that this plant over here
Did you say you're in
seems.
shambles?
I can't hold it. It's so funny.
I fucking love that.
You notice that this goddamn plant over here is actually shifting a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Only thing is
Which plant?
This one over here.
Of course it is. Okay.
But it doesn't seem to be like lurching towards you or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna use tracking upon seeing that. I'm just gonna try and smell.
All right. Give me a perception at advantage.
Okay. That
Oh,
go off
shit.
twice. Hell yeah.
Big
So
numbers.
21.
So you can actually smell a something's dead over by that plant that seems to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually probably relatively fresh from what you could smell.
But the bush is moving.
The bush kind of like seems to shift a little bit, but not like it's not moving where it would be like, oh, yep, it's moving like 5 feet at a time.
Right. But given my familiarity with the death curse, would I reasonably be able to assume that like I am smelling something dead and there is still movement there?
Yes.
Yeah.
You also
I'm
notice with your great little perception, there's a sad little gravestone right here.
great. Great. Someone's undead dog is about to attack us. 7.
Yes.
I do
Sounds
not
like a
know
job
how
that Toby
familiar
could
you are
handle
with the
pretty well.
death curse, but I smell something rotten over in that bush, yet I detect movement, and I am worried that there is something undead lurking behind the leaves. And then I'm just going to kind of point to the gravestone. Also, I am worried by engaging with it, we may offend the person that lives in this home. And she will falter when searching for the word before saying home.
So 7 will turn to Zuma.
Who still doesn't have a token?
You're right, because I
And-
can't find my artwork for him.
And just say,
Save the one in roll 20.
why don't you head on up and knock on that there door, maybe?
Me?
7, he's
It's an
my
idea. Like, as you say that, she's just gonna be like, it's either.
Who's gonna help me put on my armor?
She's just kind of like, it's us or them, you know?
Are you sure it's valet? Yeah, at that point, so he's a valet.
Isn't the proper pronunciation valet?
No, there's valet and there's a valet.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Yeah, I have
Fine,
watched
then.
enough Archer to know.
Okay, valet. That seems wrong.
It does seem wrong. I'm not going to argue with that point.
Okay.
Valet.
Valet.
But like begrudgingly,
I gotta Google this.
he will kind of walk up, knocking on the door. We're just going to use a different token for now because I can do that. But you're not
Can
going
you?
to see his name.
Should
It's
you?
easier.
Why does
Toby.
he look a little? He looks a little
Different?
little wan. You know,
Listen.
just kind of an undead pallor.
Little
It's not
sickly.
Nicolas Cage, if that's what you're wondering.
It looks like an undead Nicolas Cage from like
It's
Raising
not.
Arizona era.
It's fine. So he kind of knocks on the door, and you hear the humming stop.
He's gonna steal the Declaration
And
of Restoration.
he kind of steps back a little bit as an elderly woman opens the door. It's like, oh, visitors! It's been a while. I haven't had any customers for a long time. If you want, you can come in, get out of this rain. You're getting your clothing soaked.
Thank
just
you
gonna kinda
for your hospitality, and she will follow inwards, just kind of looking at 7.
And as you walk closer, you get a better look at the plant because I'm sure you would be keeping an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this big mass of vines, and you just see like its maw just like chewing something, And just like it watches you, like from what you assume it'd be watching you without eyeballs.
I am relieved
Just-
that it is not her undead pet, and in fact just her watchdog.
Correct. Same.
It's her dog in some way.
Yes,
a-
but it's
that-
not like I'm not gonna have to get in a fight and she's gonna come out and be like Fluffy, and then
The
not
dog
help
is,
your stoned companions.
That's a pretty based dog. Plant based, if you will.
Stop!
Anyway, God bless.
And we're back on the counter for bad jokes. Woo! Let's go.
Her abode is again quite small. There's not a whole lot of room. She has a clay oven. She has like a hammock with a very thick sheep's wool blanket. She has a couple of bowl lamps, a bucket of water. In the back corner, you notice that there's like what you assume is like a wooden chest with her belongings. There's a table with some dinner on there, what looks like a leg of meat and some freshly picked berries and some very basic cutlery.
I will walk in and look around, and then just stand.
So,
Seven
what
would
brings you?
probably have a seat if there's a seat available. She would just get comfortable.
The only seat you really notice is that there is a cushion in front of the table where you assume she was eating dinner when you came in.
All right, well, I'm not going to sit in her seat, so I guess I'll just stand. I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah, she's what brings you way out here into my home?
We seek your services, transforming or reversing some sort of affliction that has befallen some companions.
Yeah,
They
so our
have
friend got
been-
way too stoned.
Yeah.
Is it that wretched death
Listen.
curse?
No, this is something different, fortunately. They have been petrified or turned to stone somehow.
Oh.
And we're unable to reverse the effects. And we were told that you possibly had the ability to do this.
Yes, statues. Petrification. It's difficult to undo and dangerous if the stone they have turned into is damaged. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Granny, as most people call me. Few come here, fewer have even been here in the last few months, really, thanks to this death curse. I am able to cure such a issue, as one might call it. But of course, such a thing is difficult, as I said, and I do ask for a form of payment.
Of course. And what would you require in payment?
Well, typically I prefer rare herbs, stones, things I could use for later purposes of healing and holistic medicines.
Would you
I will accept gold, but I don't
Very
use
good.
it as much.
How much gold would serve you to put whatever spell would reverse this, or craft a potion, or something that we may take back to Port Nyanzaru? How do I pronounce that?
Nianzaru.
Nyanzaru. So that we may reverse the effect on our companions.
Zumo pilot. Didn't Wakanga give you a payment?
What's the payment?
Get y'all a bag.
He gave you a thing to give to her
There
to
was a
pay
bag.
for it.
That's right. Oh,
I was-
okay.
Correct.
I was trying to say there was the bag.
You did
Oh my
get the
God,
bag.
7, do you have that?
Yeah, I think we took
sure.
it from him.
The bag. We shall give
the
the
bag.
bag over.
Oh, good. And she kind of looks over. Oh, Wakanga sent you. I see. It's been a while since we've talked. That little scamp. It's been a while. Should probably go see him one of these days. And she kind of goes like, "Oh, how many?" She's like really like her eyes are wide. How many were afflicted?
DM, could you tell us how many we actually need to transform back, since I know we've had a player shift?
Wakanga gave you enough for 4 people essentially.
Okay. There are 4 afflicted.
Oh, that's a lot. Uh, that's a lot. Oh, let me see through my things real quick. That's more than I usually have had to deal with. Most people just come out here for 1 or maybe 2 things, but for that, oh, and she like starts to, as you see out here, I find the other ways to help people. Some ask the gods, use the twists of the magic of the weave to change life and death to help. Me, I ask nature, and it gives in return. And she just like starts kind of going through her little box and just like digging real deep. You hear like clanking and shuffling of things.
We I will just kind of pop up and be like, we can just happily escort you back to the city if you'd like,
Oh,
and buy you
sweet.
whatever you need
Oh, that
when
is
you get there.
that is lovely of you, but actually I like to take the easier route to Port Nianzuru.
And this is where
Um
the DM flips us off.
uh, uh you can come with me, dears. We'll get there in a jiffy. And she actually goes outside after grabbing a small satchel from her box.
Well,
And
what does she do outside?
Yeah.
DM?
well, first she comes over here and kind of throws a quick like, you assume it's meat, to the plant, and it like happily catches it and chews it. Um, and then she comes right up here, right against this gigantic tree in front of you, and she kind of like rubs her hands together just like a little bit. Um, and as she touches the tree, the bark responds to her touch. It looks as if it's starting to cave in, and a brilliant green light shining as a portal forms before you. This way it is. It doesn't like to stay open for very long.
Kami's gonna do a few like crack her neck and then follow through.
Yeah, Seven's gonna just kind of like close her eyes and just be like, oh, here we go.
All right. And as you enter the tree, you all end up just outside of the southern portion of Port Nianzuru through another tree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For those
Right.
wondering, it was
Sure.
essentially a transport via plants.
Cool.
I love this game.
Lovely trick
Cool.
as you all come out. Lovely trick, isn't it?
No doubt.
Everything in this world is connected. You, me, these animals, the plants. If you take a moment and look around, sense your surroundings, you can feel everything breathing and living.
Yo, I tuned out for 15 seconds and we turned into Avatar. What happened?
I was just about to
Yes.
say, this is the swamp episode of Avatar.
It is. Shut up. But you can feel everything just breathing and living, but ever since this death curse, it's like a dagger in your gut, making it hard to breathe. I just want it to go away, and it sounds like you and your friends want to get rid of it.
Yes. we do want to get rid of the death curse.
Very much so.
Oh, that is excellent to hear. I see so few people I can help anymore. Um, and as you all kind of enter, um, Zuma will knock, and Wakanga will answer. And he's like, Granny! She's like, oh, Wakanga, it's been too long. How are you, dear? It's like, oh, I've been better. My old friend, she's wasting, and as much as I wish you could help her, I know not even your magics could save her at this point. But we're not about that right now. We are here to help others. Like, yes, yes. Your payment was very substantial. And he will lead you all out here to the garden. Oh, Granny looks at each statue, placing a hand on each. The last shit she touches is Tell's, where her face seems to change abruptly. This one. I don't think this one wants to come back, dears. They seem at odds, and my abilities can't force one to come back if they don't want to.
You are saying this particular individual prefers to remain stone?
Perhaps they may be too stubborn, too set in their ways to want to return. And as she kind of like looks around, she notices that there's also the black orchid at the feet of Tell. You have one of those. Those are exceptionally rare.
And what is this?
These only grow in one part of the entire jungle of Chalks. This is the rare black orchid.
What
This
part
is
of the jungle does it grow in?
an old, abandoned, almost like a city, but just for a garden.
Could you perhaps point it out on a map? It might lead us to where they were last, and we may pick up their journey from there.
I personally do not deal with maps. I can typically feel where things are in this world by just taking a moment. If you had one, I probably could sense where it would be.
Yeah, Kami will absolutely pull out a map and just hold it out to her.
She thinks
Sorry, my alarm.
she takes a moment to kind of pore over it, and she points in a very specific spot, which is the jungle city of Nangalore on the map.
Very good, thank you.
Don't do it. Don't go.
But let us deal with your poor friends here, and she'll start over here. Since Tell is not going to respond. As she reaches into a bag, crumbling a few plants in her hands, and kind of sprinkles them over. And Johann, the stone around you seems to slowly crumble away, first from the tips of your fingers and toes, and slowly making its way to the center of your body. After a few seconds, you are no longer a statue.
No, wait, what are you doing?
Roz,
we?
she moves over to you, and again, she crumbles a few herbs and pours them over you, and coming from you, the tips of your claws begin to shatter away. The stone flecks away into dust until you are fully conscious again.
What the? Who the hell are? Crossbows out. Who the hell are you?
And Nethrissa, she comes over to you last, and your stone flecks come off, disintegrating as they fall to the ground. And you are no longer a statue.
Oh my! What? Where are we? Turns around, looks for Blueberry, sees her.
And she kind of perks up and runs over to you.
Immediately goes and hugs my bird. And kind of looking over, Becky. Where are we? Why are we back here?
You know, I was wondering the same damn thing.
You notice an elderly woman smiling at you, and you all three notice that there is still the statue of Tell.
Big guy.
She says, I see you're all better. Well, most of you are better.
Roz will kind of just slowly walk towards Tell's statue and kind of just place a hand on it. He kind of still has mixed feelings about their last few moments, but he doesn't really feel happy about not having his friend anymore.
Sorry, he didn't want to come back, and I can't make him.
I guess everyone has their time, huh? I hope he's getting some rest.
Yeah.
And she kind of starts addressing, I know you all wish to stop this dreaded curse, and I think I can help you. And I think at this point we should take a quick break.
Woo!
Yeah, not a bad idea. The emotions are high right now.
We will be right back, everybody. Give us about 5 minutes to stretch, grab some water, grab a snack. Back. Thank you for tuning back into us. We have these individuals who have just returned from their petrification.
Very nice nap.
What do?
Oh yeah, so Roz literally
I love
just
this
after
nice calm music.
On to the bird.
to totally ruin the calm mood. Roz pops out of his stasis, and after recognizing his surroundings and seeing two people he's never seen before, draws both hand crossbows, just who the hell are both of you?
Oh yeah, Seven will totally pull her trident out also directly, kind of like a what the fuck, we were helping you kind of question mark face on her, just real confused and just at the ready for sure.
Yeah, Johan's gonna instinctively jump back into a fighting position. But he won't hold it for long when he sees that Wakanga is standing in the back.
I haven't noticed Wakanga because Roz is a little focused at the moment, so I'm just still back and forth in these two right now.
Do you happen to aim at the elderly woman?
No, just the two new people. I haven't even noticed the woman yet.
Kami will just we are seeking an end to the death curse, and we transformed you back from stone.
We were stone?
We were stone?
Medusa.
Yes.
Right.
God damn it, Tell.
How long has it been?
I am unsure of how long you were in that state, but I believe you have been here in the city for a day.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of progress lost.
Johan, when was the last time you logged in Will's journal?
I've been doing it daily, just not as in-depth as most.
When
and I flip
was
back
your
to
last
the,
entry?
Then I flip back to the most recent page. All the pages are just summaries of what happened during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then they are dated in the corner.
You will notice that you don't even know what today is, so.
Yeah. What's today?
I never really started a date system for this, and I should have done that.
If somebody were to give me a random number of days...
Wakanga will tell you what day it is, because I don't know. It's whatever day.
It's the day.
You'll notice that the date in your journal is been 24 days.
Whew, that is that was 24 days.
Basically dead for almost a month. Huh. Wouldn't be the first time.
Do you think those bird people are still willing to let us fly? Wait, do we have the flower?
That's if you haven't forgotten
You
about
notice
Looks
that
at Tell.
Look.
you notice at the foot of Tell's statue there is a small potted black orchid flower.
I'll really quickly go and pick up the potted flower. I'll look at Tell's petrified state. Just like with confusion of what had happened at the situation and trying to piece it together.
Yeah, Robin's gonna come up beside Johan up to Tell, and then kind of like place a hand at like the broadest part of his chest, and then kind of like close that into a fist and just be like, "Damn it! You can't be gone yet. We have things to settle. So whenever you get back, we'll talk."
Did he not want? Why is he still stoned?
You'll notice the elderly woman, she like shakes her head. He didn't want to come back, sweetie. And I can't force it.
Yeah, I'd kick his damn ass if he came back. Roz will kind of say, but there is sort of like a bit of a well up in the corner of his eye.
He confuses me so much.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
we'll see him again one of these days. He owes me.
Hello, I address Seven and Kami. And then I take my tricorn off and bow my head. Johan Weiss. I believe you said that you were searching for a cause of the death curse as well?
Yes, Kami Ara. And yes, I am searching for the source of the death curse so that I may end it.
Well, what do you know? We were doing the same damn thing. He'll then kind of like imitate Johan's sort of like Kurt, but of course he has no hat, so just kind of do the motion. Just,
She will
I am called
return it
Shaira
very
Drasheli.
formally.
I am called Shaira Drasheli. Just Roz if you're short on time.
And Nathrissa, out in the back with Becky, she's kind of like brushing out the feathers and stuff. You can call me Nathrissa.
It is a pleasure to meet you all.
And
Do
you as well.
Can you remember what happened before you became stone? Were you making progress?
Well, I joined the party a bit late, so maybe I can't fill you in on all the details, but last I checked, we met a city of bird people. We're going to go get a flower so we can fly for a bit. Ended up meeting a Medusa who wanted to bargain for it, and in the middle of our negotiations, things turned rocky.
If I remember correctly, Tell, this big one, may or may not have agitated it somewhat.
Somewhat.
A little bit.
Just a little, just a
tiny bit.
small bit.
Like a grain of salt, maybe.
I lost some gems. I was planning on putting in this. He'll kind of remove the Ankylo sort of skull from his shoulder. I was planning on putting in this engraved skull to give to my mate when I returned home. Hence the debate we were having. But they're gone now.
Roz, as soon as you display the skull, Granny be like, "Oh, you took that one's life."
Yeah, quite the kill, I'd say.
They're very rare in this jungle. Most don't ever see them, and fewer still kill them.
And I guess that makes me few amongst many.
And she also like kind of notices the skull, like, you killed the young one too.
This thing was young. Huh.
They actually grow much larger than that.
Roz's eyes kind of spark with joy and just says, "Tell me more."
I probably shouldn't. You seem to be bloodlust for them.
There is a long line of things people have told me I shouldn't do. A very, very, very short list of things I actually haven't done.
Well, there is something. If you want a one of a kind dinosaur, there is a task that could be beneficial for both of us.
Now we're talking.
I know that you all want to end this death curse as much as I would. The rot that I can feel in the world. I could get I can feel where it's coming from, but I don't think I could get you right to it. I haven't been anywhere near the area in many years.
Well,
The only
let's
thing
keep
I
together.
ask
Hmm.
is that there is a great, powerful beast near there.
Hmm.
It is a one of a kind, larger than any you have seen before. Just as powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I need
I-
one of its teeth.
I pull Roz back a little bit so it's not awkward with him getting literally on top of her at this point.
Um, this creature is, well, I care for the well-being of creatures. I can feel this world breathe, and the south feels where it's the beast lurks near there. It's called the King of Feathers, a protector of the area.
And you want it dead?
No, actually, on the contrary, I would prefer it alive. I
Not exactly
just need
much
one of
raise.
its teeth for one of my several medical purposes, given its innate nature, if you would. It is blessed with magics.
And acquiring this tooth would do what for you?
The magical nature of the King of Feathers is astounding. If I could procure one of its teeth, I could create many helpful medicines for so many people.
Well, ma'am, Roz will say, kind of again, searching the skull. Alive beasts aren't exactly my trade.
And if we
Is-
do this for you, you can point us in the direction of the source of the death curse.
More than points, sweetie. I could send you very close to there.
But you are unwilling to show us until we bring this item to you.
It is she kind of goes into her bag and she pulls out what looks like a rolled up palm frond, but it's golden in color. Actually, I could send you there. And as long as you can get the tooth and put it in this wrap, it'll make its way to me.
Is the beast
So you-
intelligent?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Granny. You are withholding help for thousands so that you can acquire a tooth for your own personal gain, says the lawful good character.
I understand where you're coming from, that it sounds as if I am being very vain and greedy. But the medicine that tooth can make is more than you know.
I turn
I
to
am-
Kami.
Yes, go ahead.
Something that I've learned is that most of the time, even when people say something is for a good cause, there's always a little bit of self-interest when doing anything. So, at least she's being upfront about it.
I don't
am
really care
aware
about any of that. More
morally
importantly,
gray areas in life.
yeah.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Go ahead.
please.
No, you.
Oh, I said okay.
You,
Well,
no,
I'm saying, yeah.
you.
Roz just kind of really just goes. More important than moral gray areas. What happens if we kill it?
Well, I'm sure its area will be overtaken by other creatures. If its existence ceases, where this rot feels, it might be harder for you to stay safe from the other beasts of the jungle. It keeps them away.
You said that
Well,
it was intelligent. How
Not
intelligent?
not so intelligent as, say, you or I, but it is cunning. It knows what it's doing, and it knows how to hunt. It
Ross kind of just his teeth a
learns,
bit.
in a sense.
Well, all right. Tell me how to track it. We'll find it. Ross is kind of very excited at this point. I've heard so much. I mean, I'm an intelligent beast that knows how to hunt. This is everything I've ever wanted.
Kami?
Kami has gotten a whole lot closer to Granny
Yep.
and is going to just look at her and say, I am more than willing to offer my services in acquiring this tooth so that you may procure more potions to help others. However, I must insist that the first task at hand be resolution of the death curse, and if you know the location of the source, please share it now, or I will be on my way, and you will receive no help from me.
Sheesh.
She, at first, like, I understand. And I hope you understand what is about to happen. As her form starts to shimmer and she takes a slight step back from you,
Oh, are we teleporting again?
she
No.
her form starts to grow. And before
Oh,
you,
no.
she turns into this.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi.
A fox-like creature. You notice around her,
You taking my stick, Tony?
at the end of her flowered dress, that actually a lot of flowers and plant life begins to just grow.
Hey, were you the one who gave Nethrissa those really cool buds around her horns?
They were not cool. They were not fun in the slightest.
She looks and she's, well, a member of the court did a deal. I'm aware of that. I sensed his presence not too long ago. He can be a little more malicious, but I tried to leave the Feywilds a time ago. It's full of deceit, deception. This world may have that, but the beauty of all of this, and she just motions around, you don't see this in the Feywilds. It's twilight and just light up plants. And it just stays like that all the time. It's dreary and boring after an eternity. So I came here and offered services, and unfortunately, staying here causes an issue with my abilities. In order to do them, I still have to strike a deal. That is why I ask for the task of the tooth.
I'll strike the deal.
And like I said, I will absolutely help you with the tooth. But you say you can currently sense the source of the death curse.
Where I believe it may be as a rot in this world.
Roz will kind of like take a slight step forward and just be like, hang on, I got this. Sniff for a second and go, wolf lady. So, you want a beast hunted and a tooth brought back to you. I'm not going to worry about the fine details. If you want it alive, I'll keep it alive. What's more important is I get the hunt. So I'll take your barden, bring you your tooth, and in return, you help these fine folk get this death curse dealt with. And judging by our more pertinent friend, we do that now.
Okay. And she'll kind of extend a hand.
Roz will extend a three-fingered talon back.
As you do that, you notice that a small bud is placed in your hand along with the golden frond.
Huh. The bud?
That should take you to where you need to go. Just plant it, give it a moment to grow, and you can be on your way.
All right. Well,
The frond, as I said, once you are able to obtain the tooth, wrap it, and it will make its way to me.
yeah, got that figured out. Anyway, we got anywhere else to be, kids? Or can we move on?
Tommy's gonna look over at Seven and try and like do like a eye read across the like. She's very frustrated with this granny character.
You're
Yeah,
not the only one.
7 is probably just watching all of this like, this is all bad.
She's biting my damn stick, personally. I don't like this granny thing either, personally. Fox-like creature. Fuck you.
Neversa is just happy
Frankly,
to
I'm
have
gonna
Becky back.
If
Anyway.
it helps at all, not only will it be a fun adventure to go on, but if we do succeed in this, we will be preventing more from suffering from the death curse.
That's true.
Kid makes a point.
How old
Well-
are you? I'm pretty sure I'm older than you.
I don't know how aged pronouns work. I just call people whatever name sounds the most pertinent at the moment.
No, I think kid's suiting for him.
I will.
I'll take her word over yours. She's bigger.
Yep.
I swing my head down and start to walk towards the door.
All right, Becky, let's go.
All right,
Back in
kids, buckle
action.
up. We're on an adventure. And he's just kind of like
Oh boy.
start digging a little hole for the seed.
It probably would be best if you don't put it here.
And why would that be?
Its size may destroy the area.
Ah,
Ooh, yeah, we wouldn't want to break the house.
Okanga's like, yes, I would prefer you not to destroy my villa.
oh, but it would look so cool.
He will literally give
Roz.
you a shitty stare like, do not.
Roz,
Fine. Just never let me
He's-
have any fun. I don't get to shoot bird people. I don't get to blow up
You
houses.
still get
and
to
it's
plant
fun.
it, just not right here.
you killed like what, 4 or 5 bird people?
Those
back
were
at the-
birds, not bird people. There's
I
a
think-
difference.
I'm pretty sure they were people. I'm trying to like motion people to like walk out of the door so that he'll
Nethrissa
continue the
is
argument outside of the garden.
Guiding Becky out.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye, Zuma. Bye, Waka, whoever or whatever. Bye.
If you two want to come, we're not stopping you.
As you two exit, or as you all seem to exit, you'll notice the shield guardian standing in the middle of the hall, and you'll also see Flask and Wine, or River and Flask, Judas. Priest.
Flask and wine.
Flask
Yes,
and
please.
wine.
Blast both of them together.
Flask
Yes.
plural.
Flask has wine, and River does have mist.
and you notice like River lights up and is like, you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were out for a good minute.
Yeah, it was not fun trying to bring you all back from Nangalore. Herman and Flask and it was not fun.
Yeah, it just kind
Well,
of felt like
thank-
basking for me.
Well, thank you for going out of your way to do that in the first place.
Yeah, appreciate the help.
You're
Well-
you're very persistent and loyal guides.
That's
Thank
you know, as we said, River and Flask are up to the task.
Yes, you are.
Is there
Yes,
a way we
you
could give
are.
you a? Is there a way we could give you a rating out of
Can I
Like
pay you
maybe
never
out
do
of
that
out
ever
of
again?
5.
Yeah,
Just give us a 5-star review on Jabal's Yelp reviews.
Jabal's
Jabal's
Yelp.
Yelp reviews?
Ooh.
I can't.
I know you guys have been out for a while. Do you need our services still?
We may not need them, but I'm sure you would like the coin, and we don't mind having you along for the
I
ride.
mean, you
Well-
want to stop a curse? Roz will say, holding the seat up.
If you don't need a guide, the only thing we really want is, and she like kind of is gonna like shifting her eyes kind of the like the payment you owe us.
We owe them money.
But the jungle still needs to be braved. We do still need a guide.
Ahem.
You still want
Excuse
the
me.
guides.
You have the foremost survivalist expert.
Herman definitely had the money.
You have the most.
Yeah, Herman
you
had
have
the money.
foremost survival expert in all the lands of Chult, right here in front of you, sir.
River's a lady.
I was talking to Johan.
Oh.
Well,
yeah, Tony.
I do it aloud.
You didn't say who, so I just assumed.
I was talking to the person who just said we needed a guide, and I was like, "Excuse me."
I say in a whisper, but they help in sticky situations.
They got us back here.
Okay, point.
Could have just left us with the Medusa bitch.
Besides,
Okay, fine, so pay them so we can move. I have beasts to hunt.
Didn't Herman have the money?
Don't worry, I have money.
Well, you owe them a grand total of 95 times 4. Let me math.
95 times.
I think it's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
95.
I have quite a bit
You
of gold.
technically owe them 380 gold pieces.
I have
I don't think I have any.
292 of that.
I have 165 in total.
I've got.
Is it
There we
95
go.
per person? Is that what you said?
95 per person? I'm
I have
okay with
180.
95 per person.
Let's
I look
see.
to Kami and 7. 92 per person sounds wonderful.
Y'all cool with that? Newcomers?
Herman did have quite a bit of coin on him.
He did.
Yeah,
he
was
was
very
very.
on us.
He was
Are you
very.
So-
not paying back dues right now?
Well, yeah, but the person with our money kind of left.
Yeah, where is Herman?
And
Gone,
you
Zuma.
are expecting us
Zuma.
to pay your bill for
Hey,
services
we're contributing still.
rendered to you and not us.
Look, I just figured out this whole bills thing you shore folk do 3 days ago. This is all a lot for me.
Roz, if it makes you
If
feel
you
any
are
better,
needing a loan, I could set that up.
What's a loan?
No,
I
we
could-
don't. No, we don't need
But
a
there would
loan.
be
Loans are
interest.
always bad. We don't.
What's a
need them.
loan?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
You
worry
won't-
about
you
it right
won't
now.
Take any.
Warm bloods, man, I swear.
It's only going to confuse you more in the moment. Okay?
Nethrissa, we have the money. Let's pay them.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
All right. So out of character, it is 95 or 92.
Not per person. What did you say the grand
What
total
was
was,
the
Tony?
total?
The grand total was 380 gold pieces.
All right, split that 3 ways.
380 divided
that
by
3
2.
No, three. I have
Two.
80 to put in. Do it 3 ways.
Oh, do it 3 ways. 380 divided by 3. Gotcha.
So 126.
6.
Most of my money. It's gonna be I don't know what money is. Cool.
126 per.
Yeah, 126 and some change.
Yeah, Roz will just kind of hold up.
I'll
his-
just throw in the. I'll do 127 just
All right,
around.
Roz will
it.
just kind of throw up, hold up his handful of coins and just go. Some amount amongst this should be enough.
All right. Hand over the 126.
Yeah, I don't know.
Happy
what money
payday.
is. This is a big deal to me. There you go.
Thanks,
Have fun.
loves. It was really nice getting to know you all, even though we
Yeah.
almost died several times.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
you know
almost
what?
died,
That
big
brings
guy,
people
it's a fine line.
together.
Death brings families together.
I wouldn't have wanted to nearly die around any other guides.
You'll hear Flash actually finally. It was nice knowing you guys.
We'll contact you if we need guides again.
Safe travels. All right, kids, let's get moving. We got curses to solve and dinosaurs to hunt.
Cock's just gonna look wildly
Come.
at just the chaos that just happened as they just dismissed people that she hired while they were still stone, and she will kind of just look at them and then look back at
We
River
also-
and Flask and just how much do I owe you, even though I was not able to actually utilize your full services for the entire journey?
I mean, full gold. We'll call the one day a freebie.
Thank you very much. I will keep you in mind should I ever require a guide again, and she will pay them and tip.
Wolf Lady's
another
nice.
Ooh,
gold.
shit. Cheers, love, and they'll be on their way.
I like Wolf Lady. She's nice.
Except for when she tries to offer loans. I think she's fine.
Do you know,
You know what?
she's
You were
Wolf?
trying to hustle me into paying
I
your
can smell it, I
tab,
imagine.
so
I have a pretty
think
good
we're
nose.
Even.
I've got a pretty good nose, so I just kind of assume I would like get some of the wolfy scent.
What does a wolf smell like?
I mean, I've been out in the world for a while. I've smelled some wolves before. I've probably even seen a few werewolves in my day.
They've got that, you know.
I'm not that stupid.
That
Come on, give me
smell
some.
that, like
That smelly
husky
smell?
dogs
And that
have,
smelly smell?
or
Yeah,
the
smelly
smelly
smell,
smell that smells
large,
smelly.
kind of musky, big animal smell.
Exactly, and like Roz isn't gonna like assume it's something weird about a person that smells like a dog. He just is like, okay, that's the wolf lady, whatever.
It's a warm blood.
Like, okay, all you fucking warm bloods are weird to me. Like,
All right.
you cook your food before you eat it. Like, what's up with that?
You all
Technically, I don't.
you
See?
all move.
A person with some class.
If it
You
came
all move
down
outside.
to it. Yep.
There's a large open area in Wakanga's front yard. Plenty of room for you to plant the bud.
All right. Roz will kind of just like, begin clawing out a small little hole and just go, well, not sure how this will go, but given the rest of our adventures so far, it'll be interesting to say the least. And just kind of drop it in the hole and then like scurry back a bit.
As you do that, it slowly starts to, after a minute, it starts to sprout and slowly starts to grow very rapidly, turning into what looks like several vines coalescing into each other into a large stalk. And the center kind of parts ways to another green portal.
Ah. Well,
I
it's
hate
not
these
teleporting.
things.
Hey, it's not teleporting at least. Well, not to waste time. Shall we?
Let's
High
go.
five.
I love that like Roz is definitely the smallest person here, just like pointing like, shall we? Just...
Kami's actually gonna look at that, and then if you could, just 1 second, excuse me, and she is going to walk back inside and talk to Granny and say,
Mhm.
I would like a plant for our return.
Oh, smart. That's smart.
A
That's real
return?
smart. You're smart.
How will you show me the source of the death curse if I am just magically delivering you the tooth and not seeing you again?
I think that's where we're going.
That is
A
understandable.
lizard voice yells from outside.
Somehow hearing this conversation.
I believe I may have another, but again, you might want to be quite careful with these. They're quite difficult to create. And once it's planted,
So,
it's...
you had a plan, Granny,
Uh-oh.
to send us
Uh-oh.
into the jungle with a magic way to deliver you what you require, but no plan to show us what we require in return, which would then help thousands. And yet
Wouldn't be
you
the first
claim you are a helpful soul.
Yup.
It wouldn't be the
Um,
first time this happened. So
I
we're
will
fine.
be requiring a plant that works and will return us to you after we have retrieved the tooth. We will not be using the frond.
May I have my frond back then?
When I see you next,
Yikes.
I will
That's a
gladly
deal,
return
then.
it.
Oh,
And
no.
she will hand you a bud.
Oh, you said
Thank
she said
you.
the deal word. Oh,
You
no.
said the deal word.
You said the D
You said the
word.
D
Oh,
word.
no.
You said the D
Deal
word.
word.
Oh no, not the D word.
Not the D word.
No.
She's gonna
Oh.
return
Except the
back
D word.
outside.
I tried to
carefully
tank the deal
placing
for us,
one.
guys. Come on.
How planty does she look?
Hmm.
How
Doesn't matter now.
planty does she look?
No.
Anyway.
She's just gonna return back. She's gonna place the bud carefully in her pack, and then walk back to the group. I apologize. Let us continue.
Yes.
Yeah, no big. Let's go.
And as you exit, you come outside of a tree into a large clearing.
Hello.
Everybody can give me perception check.
I
I
get
can
to
do-
roll.
Yay, it's rolling time.
I'm good at perception. Woo.
I'm also pretty good at perception. Here's the
I
number.
got 15, but I'm gonna use my +2 to make a 17.
I got 12, and
I got
Chad
a
didn't give me a
13.
+2, so I'm just gonna keep my 12.
I'm gonna keep my re-roll for a dire situation like being petrified.
Damn, Kami. All right. Kami and Nethrissa, you are going to see.
Everything.
Well, Kami does apparently.
Tommy is all seeing.
Let us move you to the map for a hot minute.
Might even say she's an werewolf.
I.
Ah, that was good.
Give it to me.
So now you immediately
Bring it
see
in.
17
Bring it in.
T-Rex
Bring it in.
descend
Give it
onto
to me.
stress.
Bunch of hexes.
Bring it in. Give it to me. It's all good. I'll take it.
Is that a nuclear warhead falling from the sky?
Out in the distance, beyond some trees, you can see some cracks. Through them, you see that you may be a while distance from what looks like an old forest-covered lost city.
Huh.
Well, that looks like a place to go if we were looking
Around
forward.
you currently are several trees and some clearings, along with some ruins,
Another day, another
desecrated
forest to ruin.
buildings, weathered by time, and plants and animals.
Well, this wouldn't be our first
Yeah.
abandoned and torn apart city, so I say we go in and find some magical soup.
Yep.
Agreed. I'll take point.
Also,
Hold on.
Kami,
Wait,
This
what's
map
going
is
on?
pretty.
It's
is
a
a very
very
pretty map.
pretty map.
you smell something.
Mm-hmm.
Something of the scaled variety. And many of them.
Scaled and feathered
You-
or just scaled?
Nope, just scales.
What kind of
You and
dinosaurs you
Nethrissa.
running?
Oh no.
You
What am I
and
seeing?
Nethrissa hear these things coming towards you.
Cute.
They're not. Nope, they seem actually very rapid.
I am
Oh,
going to
oh,
ready an
joy.
attack.
Sonic?
Then.
And you notice these little tiny dinosaurs
Oh,
coming
joy.
out of the bushes.
Tiny,
No, don't make me
tiny
kill my
humans.
cousins, Tony. What the fuck?
Family reunion.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Whoa.
Come on, Tony.
Yay! Kill Roz's cousin.
I rolled a 1. No.
Sucks. Sucks to suck.
Got
Oh,
a 10.
Wait, I have advantage on
Days.
initiative now. Woo!
Woo!
Oh, it's one of those days.
Didn't do too much for me. Uh-huh. That's gonna be a 9.
That's a big 5, by the way.
Do Kami and I get a little surprise because we surprise round because we heard him first?
You will not be surprised.
Okay.
Oh, one hit.
Nethrissa, what was your initiative?
9.
Okay, doke.
I did track that correctly.
Well, I guess if you two alert the party to them coming, I assume.
I'm the first one wouldn't keep quiet about that. She'd
All right.
kind of.
Due to that, there will be no surprise, and we will start with Kami.
Okay. I am going to.
Alrighty.
Let's see. What's the distance here?
This is. Oh, it's not a grid. This is so weird.
Yeah, this is nice and gridless.
My favorite.
You're welcome.
Hold on. What
Right
does
here.
this look like? Dope.
Okay. I'm gonna move to right there.
Okie doke.
Ha.
Stabby, stabby.
Yup. I am going to reach out. And for just a second, everyone will see a shimmering brass crown appear on my head with 7 horns poking out from it. And I will, let's see, hold on just a second. Whew. I need to know what
Fox, you got a
everyone's
1 and ended up with a
HP is.
5. Wow.
Good old +4 dex.
I
You're all
wish I
good
had a
for
stat
All
back
the
then.
Okay.
fucking good it did
now. And
me.
I'm just going to attack with it.
All right. And for everyone at home, this is how beautiful it looks
Mhm.
That is very beautiful.
from the ever so lovely Griffin saddlebag.
Yes.
Wowza.
A magical illusory crown appears on my head. The crown is brass and has 7 horns on it. And every time that I use one of the charges, one of the horns burns away in a shower of embers.
That's cool.
So anyways, I am going to...
Yo, run that track back, by the way.
expend 2 of its charges to become an unyielding pillar of defense.
Oh.
And I will say to everyone, please get behind me. So my movement speed will be 0. I gain a +2 bonus to AC. I can use my reaction up to 3 times. And when a creature within 10 feet of me makes an attack against me or another target, I can use my reaction to make a melee attack against that creature. As well as they have to make wisdom save throws or get stopped in their tracks next to me.
This sounds like
so
a
yes,
better
I will-
protection fighting style.
I will listen. It has a flaw. You don't need to know what it is. But I will run up to them, and you will see this crown appear on my head, and I will say, "Everyone, please get behind me!" And I will swing out at this first creature. And please, for the love of God, hit after this really cool moment.
There you go.
That looks good.
Does
That
the
looks
14
pretty good.
That looks good.
It does hit.
That looks good.
Awesome.
That looks good.
Woo!
Oh my God.
We love hits.
That's a lot of dick.
Oh damn. So yeah, as soon as you say "get behind me," and you just cleave this velociraptor just in half, it is spooped immediately.
Mhm.
You got a thing about
Okay.
dinosaurs, Tommy?
You have a
She
thing
does now.
against
Attack
lizards?
my-
Hey, you got
My
you got a
party.
thing for lizards? We should. I mean, like, if there's like beef, we can talk.
Like establish that early on, just
Yeah,
so we
just
know
don't
what-
do that to me, please.
Yeah. Do you have anything else there, Kami?
Not currently. I'm just gonna wait for these creatures to run by me and give everyone a chance to come up behind me.
7.
Yeah, so she's she's not gonna move immediately. Instead, she's going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jot down my new AC so that I have that. And then she will also turn and cast Celestial Burst. Oh no!
Oh,
That was an 8 to hit.
Oh, that
Aw.
will not hit.
tragic.
And I had a feeling.
Oh,
And then
that
as
was a-
yeah, as it just doesn't hit, she will then start to move to behind Kami. But she will not do that until after she attacks, so. And that's it.
Alrighty. The velociraptors are up.
Oh yeah.
They are fast.
Uh-huh.
Do it. Kill me, please. I want to die.
These 3 will dash.
Oh, there's
Oh,
more?
there are 3 more?
Oh, there are more!
Oh!
What do you? I mean, they were on the map the whole time. You shouldn't.
Well, I
look.
was zoomed in!
I thought
Oh,
this
that was
the
foolish.
fighting
I was getting
space.
cinematic, Tony, what the fuck?
That's what you get. These 3 will also dash up here to you.
Hi!
My body!
Um,
My body.
I
Tommy,
can't.
this one's actually gonna run up to you. And this one's gonna try to run past you. Let's see. So the one in front of you, Kami, it's going to try to bite you. Does a 23 hit?
Oh!
It's gonna bite you for 6 damage.
Dang it.
6 days.
It's then gonna attempt to claw you, but it's gonna super duper miss.
Tragic. Hate to see it.
Not the enemy.
And yeah,
missing.
this
Oh, wait,
this
that's
one's
right,
gonna
that's right,
dash
that's the bad guy. I
towards
like that, actually. Sorry.
one's gonna dash past you towards 7. You may take your attack of opportunity if you would like.
Give it the chop.
Whack him.
Give it the chop.
Whack him.
Give it a chop.
Hmm.
Let me see it.
So
you
much
choo-
grunting and no outcome.
Are you choosing to attack it or no? Kami.
Me?
Yeah. Are you choosing to attack the velociraptor that ran past you?
Listen, I'm doing stream stuff over here.
And I
It's fine.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was-
no, I absolutely am.
Give it a chop.
There's just so much buildup.
With a lot
I
of
love that.
whoa,
Oh, shit.
24. It pays off.
Yeah, as this velociraptor tries to run past you, the one like bites you, but you're still able to just cleave it, and you just go right for the legs and you get him.
Swink.
Nice.
And it just like runs and just its body like lands right in front of 7.
Oh, okay. Ouch. Poor guy.
Sorry, guys. I'm managing the dashboard right now.
You.
fine,
You're
everything's
doing so
fine.
great.
It's fine. You just
trying my
killed 2 of
best.
them.
You just killed 2. You've literally been the most useful so far.
You're catching up. You're catching up
You're
to
also
Nethrissa. You're
hearing
good.
there is more kerfuffle coming from the north,
Oh,
God.
we love kerfuffle, don't
and
we?
you hear a
We
roar.
Stop kerfuffle. No,
roar.
no, we don't.
A roar. It's not from what you can hear. It's not as deep and loud as a Tyrannosaurus
Oh.
roar. Johan, your turn.
Cool.
What does
So-
that mean?
Let's see.
A
How
baby
wide is this area?
Tyrannosaurus.
That's wider than 5 feet, I think. Hold on. If I stretch it, it's not wider than 5 feet. And then, how wide apart are these 2 guys? About 5 feet. Do I want to do that though?
do,
Because that's
do the thing,
do
whatever it is.
Do
Do
the
it.
thing.
do the
it.
thing.
Do
Okay,
it!
I'm gonna need those 4 to make dex saves.
I'd rather
please.
not.
Well, we don't always get options, do we?
Too
Um,
bad. They're going to.
I got
anyway.
a 17, a 12, an 8, and a 16.
16 and the one above that pass. The rest of them take however much damage that is. 27
27.
lightning damage. Half.
So, as the lightning cracks between your hands and you just let out a lightning bolt,
Yep.
You will super duper notice that even the dexterous ones just kick the bucket. The electricity is too much for their tiny bodies, and they just fry.
Cool.
And you just take out 4 of them in one go.
Johan, do you have a thing about lizards?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm feeling
I
some
promise
vibes
it's not
right
a
now.
thing. I swear.
Um,
I take a deep breath and use my bonus action to restore the spell slot I just used.
Sure. Do you have anything else?
Oh wait, those are all dead now. But I would get an opportunity attack. Yep, that's gonna be it.
All right. So, you all are gonna see something.
No, we're not.
What are we gonna see, Tony?
You're gonna see
I'm
a
gonna close
very
my
large
eyes.
creature run out.
My eyes are
And
closed.
it's,
I'm blind
and it's
now.
gonna come up here, and it's
No.
I
gonna roar
pretend I
at
do
you
not
all.
see it.
Ah!
If I
Oh,
don't
no.
see it, it doesn't see me. That's the
Oh
rule.
wait, I'm sorry. Is that a dinosaur?
Is that a dinosaur?
Oh,
Is that the
Allosaurus.
Grim Reaper?
Oh, Rob's
it's,
excited.
And it's gonna jump down here.
No.
And that's gonna be its turn because it had to dash. Oh no, it's got 60 feet. Oh shit, no, it's gonna
What?
run right up
Is
to
there
you.
any way
Excuse
to tell
me?
whether this is the thing we're supposed to get the teeth from?
I'm gonna assume it's
Yeah,
Well-
it does not look like a king nor covered in feathers.
Okay.
it's
Seems to be
also-
misleading.
That'll make me feel less
It's,
bad about
not.
you.
It could have been an allegory.
Do you remember Granny saying that this creature is larger than any you have ever seen before?
You ever heard of a metaphor, Tony?
Yeah.
Come on, like feathers could have been like like anything.
So yeah, Nethrissa, it's gonna run. It's gonna gun for you.
I don't think it should.
I also agree.
Well,
with
oh
you,
man, I'm so
personally.
glad I asked. I need
Yeah, go for
you.
Johan. Go for
yeah,
Johan.
go for Johan.
Well, actually, it's gonna claw you. Does an
No, it's
18
not.
hit?
No. Yeah, it does.
All right, I need you to take 8 slashing damage.
How about?
Oh, that's
no.
not that
and
bad. You're
I need
fine.
you to make. I need you to make a strength save.
Strength save.
Oh, also, I'm gonna kablam him because I'm assuming this is a large creature.
He is a large
Well, then
creature.
I'm gonna kablam him.
That's gonna be a 12.
You're prone.
Oh no.
What if I kablam him? Would she still be prone?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna kablam him because I can.
Uh,
I
So
just
here comes
want
that.
to kablam.
Pulling out the big sexy crossbow.
go ahead.
That's
So
a
anyway, I
16
started
hitting.
blasting.
A 16 does hit.
I'm gonna give you some damage.
Please don't. I'd
Kill
rather
it.
you not.
One shot it.
That's a 9. Unfortunately, I didn't roll the highest on the D10.
All right. He is not happy that you just shot him,
Well, I'm not happy. He just hit my friend.
and because you did that, he's going to bonus action bite his pounce target.
I'm sorry. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Nethrissa,
Oh no.
you're going to take 12 piercing damage from
Oh,
his
Oh,
bite.
I'm so sorry. That's
That's
my fault.
worse.
I'm so sorry.
That's worse than 8.
That is worse than I thank you, Johan, for
just
pointing that out.
as its teeth just sink into your shoulder, and it just like tries to rip out part of your
That's
shoulder.
I don't think my bird's gonna like that.
That's not
She
very
She
nice at
probably
all.
isn't. But it is your turn, Nethrissa.
I can do something? I'm
You
prone.
can, but you are prone.
That's
What-
just half movement to get up.
Oh, it's half.
Dash
movement?
it.
Where am I gonna go?
Right? It's right there.
Run into
I
it.
am going to whack this motherfucker with my new blood-bathed flail.
Are you gonna stand up?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta ask.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna try. I'm gonna stand.
Do.
Does a 15 hit?
It does hit.
Woo! We celebrate the little wins.
Why are we all at the same time?
Can someone clip that, please? All right, damn it.
Oh no!
Oh! 11 bludgeoning damage.
Holy
Ooh, he
shit!
does not like that.
Oh wait, I have 2
You
attacks for action. Yeah. I'm
Oh
gonna go-
what?
Yeah, you're level 5 and over.
Hit it
You get
again.
2 attacks.
Oh, you're level 5.
That's gonna be another. I'm a level 7.
She
Actually.
was level 5 too,
I'm
level
That's
a
why I
bu-
said and
That's another
over.
15. That's another 15.
That'll hit.
Okay.
That's
More
gonna be
damage?
Another 11 points of damage.
Wow.
Woo!
You can
Oh.
look at my rolls in the game log. I'm not lying.
That's beautiful.
It
That's
is
damn
15,
fine.
11, 15, 11.
She's
Damn,
not
son.
lying.
Is that all for you, Nethrissa?
Would I be able to attempt to get myself out of the jaws of this dinosaur with a strength save or something?
Oh, you were just prone. It didn't like have you restrained or anything.
Oh, okay.
It just ate a little bit of your skin. It's
I
fine.
didn't appreciate that. So
Seemed
as
kinda
a
rude.
result, I'm going to rage with my bonus action.
Rage.
We're doing
Because
it
it's
right
not a
away.
frenzy.
Alrighty. We're gonna go to Becky. What would you like Becky to do?
I'd like Becky to like snap at this creature, you know, put the
A
put the
beak
axe on
attack,
its
you
teeth.
say?
Yeah, I want a beak attack.
An 11 does not hit.
No,
Aw.
it's
No,
okay, Becky.
well,
You'll get him next
Ash-
time.
Yeah, she tries to like bite down with her very sharp beak. The Allosaurus is able to like just kind of sidestep real quick.
Yeah, you
Ac-
don't hit my bird.
Excellent
Roz,
try,
you're up.
Blueberry.
Oh, sorry about that. Stupid thing happened. Not important. Anyway, here we go. All right. Well, since the thing in front of me is dead, I'm gonna step back just a little bit. You know, cause that thing exists, and I'm gonna shoot its stupid face after I cast a spell. The spell that I cast is gonna be, you know what? Oh, actually, hold on. Before I do that, yeah, no, I lied. I'm actually gonna do the thing I was talking about entirely. Yeah, I'm gonna cast some, I guess Zephyr Strike. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Good old Zephyr Strike coming in. So here comes the attack from the old big crossbow. Does a 20 hit?
Sadly for me, yes.
Okay, cool. Here comes damage. That's 9 damage plus the extra 1d8 from Zephyr Strike, which I'll roll now. And that's an extra 7.
Okay. This thing is not looking so hot. It is
Cool.
very
I'm-
not good.
Gonna shoot it again with my hand crossbow. So just like gonna like sling the big crossbow behind my back and just like pull the hand crossbow and go to shoot it one more time. So here's that. I crit, by the way.
How would you like to describe it?
Oh, okay. So assuming this thing kind of like bit into Nethrissa, I'm like gonna kind of like come up behind, almost kind of like scrabble a bit like over her shoulder and just aim at this, just like down this thing's throat, and just like chew on this, Bink! And just like crossbow bolt through the back of its throat.
Ooh.
And it clears right through. You end up getting a part of its spine, and it just limps over down.
I'll just kick it off on Nethrissa and just go, I got you.
Thanks.
And it's like backflip back off.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's about everything cool I wanted to do for now.
Tommy.
There's still one next to Johan, right?
Yep.
And one next to me. I'm just gonna attack this one next to me. Since it's a new turn, though, my movement is no longer to 0.
Damn.
So I'm gonna hit that one. Is it down?
Yeah, I mean, your strength is just like you're just cleaving these little things left and right.
Okay. All right, and then and then I will. Let's see. Do I want to go over? All right. I'm gonna just go up to this guy then, and attack him with my second attack.
Kablam!
God, you just again.
Oh my god. Wait,
What?
didn't you roll a
10
21 all
slashing,
3
4
times?
fire.
Yep, looks like it.
No,
Oh,
the
no, that
first
was
one
No, 24.
24.
That was a 4. Wow.
The last one, the first one's a 25.
Yeah.
I love it when we have giant people around I can hang around to count on to deal with dangerous threats. That's my favorite thing.
Do you have anything else, Kami?
That's it. Well, hold on. Is anyone looking? Let's see.
I think Nethrissa is the only one that's hurt right now.
I've got a healing spell I can throw at our next turn if you need.
Okay. All right, that's it for now then.
7, you're up.
Yeah, so she will see Kami kind of move out of the way and head towards, the rest of them, and she'll just turn face and go to attack this one. I'm on the wrong thing. I know you know which one I
I
mean.
feel like I'm
That
being
guy.
possessed.
Yeah. So she's just gonna just turn around and do the same attack to that guy.
Spoosh!
Ooh!
And then
2 to 12 hit.
I'm
Unfortunately,
just kidding.
a 12 does not hit.
That's
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
'cause
that's a
it-
1 on damage too.
oh no.
Oh.
No,
That's
that's not fair. Tony, you didn't see it. Let her roll. Let her roll.
No.
Tony, it's not there. It's not
And
real.
Let's see. Bonus action. I will cast. Well, no, I won't. I'm not going
This
to do
track
anything
slaps, by the
bonus
way.
action. I'm
Dude.
good.
Yes, again, this is one of the nice tracks from Music D20.
Thank you, Music
Super good.
D20, for
Big fan.
providing us with vibing tracks.
So, Johan,
Yes.
you were right there hearing the Allosaurus basically give off a swan song as it died.
Wonderful.
And the Velociraptor in front of you
Swans.
wants to jet.
Oh, it wants to jet?
Yeah, it was like gonna try to get at you and like, fuck that noise, run away.
Cool. What do I have? I have a dagger, which I'm just gonna pull out of a pouch or like a holster that I didn't know that I had, and swing at it, I guess.
Or
A
not.
six, or not. A 6
Or-
won't hit.
Or not at all.
This little raptor is just too small, too quick for you, and he's just shoop.
Yeah, great shot, Johan.
I don't use knives.
And you also hear, although not really seen, a little north to where that Velociraptor went, some other ones running off into the bush. Because they also heard it, and they're like, hard no.
Let him run.
Do any of you wish to pursue?
I don't think it's worth it
No.
personally. We have more important things to worry about.
I'm not gonna chase it.
Hey, DM.
Hey, what?
There's no currently, like, there's no more current threat against the party, correct?
Negative. There is no current
Okay.
threat against the party.
All right.
Negatively.
Once they kind of scatter off, Rods will just kind of walk up to Nathrissa, tap a hand on her shoulder. He has to reach up a bit high to do so, like tiptoes, and we'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Thanks.
Happy to be of service. I'll even
many
rank that up to a how much health are you missing again? How hurt? Is she
I'm
look?
missing 20 in total.
Well, then I'm gonna rank that one right on up to a second tier John Skin.
Hey, Nethrissa, did getting bit by that thing hurt?
What the fuck do you think? Why don't I bite you?
Ooh.
Get over
Nathrissa,
here,
you gained
Johan. I'll
11
bite
hit
you,
I
and
don't
then you'll
think
see
you
how
could
it
bite
hurts.
me.
Oh, I can. You want to try it? Let's go.
So while you're off to take a chunk out of Johan, you gain 11 hit points.
Thank you.
Gotcha,
That's
happy to be of
11
service.
hit points I can hit Johan with.
Happy to be of service, madam.
Hit me with your hit points. 'cause
I
that's what those
will.
are
I
for.
will hit you with my hit points.
I mean,
but
they're
do
called
damage.
hit points for a reason.
Like I'll hit you 11 times. One hit is 1 point.
Okay,
Just bam bam. No.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you believe Kami and Nathrissa from where you were standing, where you came in before you were ambushed. And I say you were ambushed, and more like they didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
Nope.
pretty rough.
You do see it'd probably be a few hour travel to get to these ruins.
And are these ruins where we need to go for this feathered thing? Are we fairly certain?
I thought we were here for the curse.
I was under the impression that this plant would take us exactly where we needed to be.
She
get
said
to.
she did say it would take you. She hasn't been to the place where she feels the rot in a long time, so you'd be on the outskirts.
Yeah, I think we're
But
here
that
for
the tooth that you need from the creature you need to find lives in the area.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
That too.
Kami continues to not be amused with this fey creature's malarkey.
That's Faye for you. What do you want?
I mean, maybe she'll plant a flower that has a glowing bud that I can touch, and nobody will get mad at me for it.
Yep. Well, let's get moving. We got dinosaurs to slay and curses to waylay.
I see.
After you,
I'll be here all week.
after you, most experienced tracker of animals.
Yes. After an hour
Oh,
of
I'm so
thick,
sorry. Before
dense-
that, before
Oh,
we
no,
head off,
I'm just kidding.
sorry, before we head off, Roz will kind of like walk up to Seven and note just like, don't think we introduced, by the way. Roz.
7, and she'll go to shake a hand. I mean,
I don't know if Seven shakes hands a lot, but if she does, she'll absolutely notice that Roz is not exactly the most competent hand shaker. It's very, very awkward. Just like, I think this
That's
is how they
fine.
do this.
she'll just take like real weird. She'll get real weird with it with you. It's fine.
And Roz just nods. I like this one. And then they'll just kind of walk off and we'll keep moving.
You, after about an hour's travel, arrive at a very large area.
Ooh, that looks like a
To
city.
the untrained
This
eye, this
area?
place appears abandoned.
Ah, fun.
Foolish thoughts those are.
The jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings and stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of the misty basin. Colorful birds glide overhead. A waterfall pours into the basin off into the distance, creating a swollen river that floods much of the area before draining into a deep rift filled with molten lava. A ruined palace lies a few hundred feet from the edge of the steaming abyss.
Let's just hope for no more Medusas.
As you look to your left and right, you notice that the cliffs surrounding the area, composed of crumbling rock, hugged by thick jungle, are also you believe from your distance, every 100, 200 feet, a statue. Vine-draped gargoyles perching on the cliff tops, staring down at the city. Although these don't look like your typical everyday gargoyle. Their faces are carved to look like devils, with its mouth agape in a silent scream.
Ah,
Hey, yo, it's
So
my
not-
cousin.
So not humanoids.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Like this isn't like indicative of more potential statue problems.
It is not.
Okay.
I mean, they're statues, they may cause problems, but not that kind of statue
Right,
problem.
but not that kind of. It's not like we're walking amidst a garden of people
We're not gonna
turned
become
into
gargoyles.
stone.
It's not like
Yeah.
we're gonna get turned into Medusas again, or turned into stone by Medusas again, right?
What, you think Tony would do that to you? Really?
I don't know. I don't think so.
can
He
I,
wouldn't be that evil.
Little old me.
So I don't. I mean, I don't. Maybe the rules will be fudged a little bit here, but
He wouldn't be that evil.
can I? So my primeval awareness lets me track aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. I don't know if this thing we're hunting counts as any of those, but I was hoping maybe.
What is the distance?
A mile 6 if I'm in my favorite terrain.
What is your favorite terrain?
I believe I said mine to be swamp.
Okay.
Well, I have
you're-
swamp and mountain.
Okay. You're in neither at the moment.
Well, jungle wasn't an option, Tony.
That was literally the point of the module. To say that your favorite terrain
Ranges
is an
can't be good.
uncharted land would be kind of contradictory.
Fair enough.
But as you descend the steps into this area, a guardhouse stands near the entrance. Arrow slits are cut into its limestone walls, and a lopsided iron portcullis hangs over the gateway, beyond which you see an open plaza.
Is that this building we're kind of seeing next to us on the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Like hereish or
No.
Like right there?
Right there. Right there.
gotcha.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So for clarity, that was a nothing on the primeval awareness.
You sense a faint presence of Fae coming from Kami,
Uh-huh.
coming
So,
from yourself.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Figured
and
as much.
What else was it? Fae, fiend, undead.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, and I think that's it.
You sense the presence of. You said elementals are part of it?
Yeah, yes, they certainly are. Aberrations,
many-
celestials, elementals, dragons, fae, fiends, or undead.
How many elementals are in this city, Tony?
Yeah, how many elementals are in the city,
Tell me.
Tony?
Well,
Tell
you
us,
do
Tony.
feel around you there is a presence of undead in the
Oh.
jungle, per
Mhm.
usual.
Naturally.
You don't seem to sense the presence of any kind of Durgan, elemental, fiend, celestial, or aberration.
Well, super useful ability, guys. Really glad
Yeah.
really glad to have it. I was hoping maybe our big
Um,
feathered friend might have some celestial or other kinds of magical tie to him. Maybe I could feel that.
I think I would leave as soon as possible if we found out that the thing we were hunting was a celestial.
Ah, well, fair enough. In which case, we're doing it the hard way. Let's get moving.
Does anyone have any ability to give us some sort of overwatch?
Overwatch.
I'm not gonna make that joke.
The ability to
Don't.
look far in the distance or see the terrain around us from above.
You know, you would think as a ranger I'd take some of those spells, but nope.
I mean, the best I can do is move some of the water in the waterfall.
Nope, I don't. None of my stuff.
I did my whole
Say
primeval
able to
awareness
do
thing,
that.
and that was all I had. Sorry.
I got a wand of fear
Yeah, we kind of
And
suck.
Scare-
Sorry.
scare-
and a
it.
cool bow that I don't really know what it does.
Yeah, I don't know
Scare
if
the
you know,
thing
but
to
we
make
kind of
it-
suck, just like as a general sense. We're not.
I don't know if you've kind of noticed, but we kind of suck.
Yeah,
Yeah, we kind of
Hey,
suck.
we
we're just not
kinda-
great at this, by the way.
Welcome to Tomb of Annihilation.
We kinda just
where
got
we
lucky.
kind of suck.
We
Which
just
is
got
not
lucky
DM.
all the time.
Yes.
For the origami, can I see what happens if I send up a crane or no?
Sure.
Okay. Then
What
I
does it-
will use. Do you want me to put it in D&D Beyond?
Or if you just tell me like what it do.
It says you magically fold and animate a tiny piece of paper or a similar material, such as a leaf or whatever you can find, fold it into one of the following. The crane has a flying speed of 10 feet at a time. You can mentally direct the crane to move and to name a location within 1 mile that you know of that it can go to. The crane can fly to the location and land, becoming inert.
Okay.
Huh.
It doesn't. That's why I was asking. It doesn't say necessarily that I can see what it sees because it is paper. So it's okay if not. I just was.
It would be kind of weird to have it be able to fly up and not be able to. So I'm gonna give it to you because it's like, then what's the point?
You've got
Yes.
Kubo and the two strings powers.
Woo!
Love
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
So I will for sure do that as Kami asks about if anyone has anything that can kind of see overhead. I will say, oh, I got an idea, and kind of pull out a small stack of papers and start folding up a crane and place it in my hand, and then just kind of like and let it fly up.
Well, that's pretty.
Ooh.
As you have it fly overhead, you notice, let's see. I will just ping it on the map for what you can tell. Over here, you notice a walled compound. You see some smoke drifting lazily from a walled area. The gate lies in splinters and scorched marks to face the buildings. You see that it's littered with charred corpses,
Yeah.
and one of which seems to be being torn apart by a pack of wild dogs.
Yeah, something's been through here.
As you continue, you believe over here what looks like do you have proficiency in religion?
I sure don't.
Chris,
You're
Oh,
muted.
you're muted, Chrissy.
Muted. But I am also not proficient.
Okay, can you give me a quick religion check?
Yes.
The cleric. Wait.
Don't worry about it.
All right, no, it's good. It's
Don't
good.
worry about it. Don't
16
worry
is
about it.
good.
It's fine.
You believe that area right over here beyond that walled compound looks like a shrine of sorts. As does if you start looking over to the eastward, this area seems to be looking like a shrine. As does the area sitting in the middle of a lava pit.
Oh.
No. Oh
Fun.
no.
The other interesting aspect as you look towards the
Luca knows
lava
where
pit.
we are.
The other interesting portion, though, is something that really catches your eye. As you look over here, you notice a lot of strange beings. You
Great.
notice what looks like fungally plant-like people,
Oh.
along with a tied-up frog person.
Oh no! Oh no!
The plant people
Oh,
seem to
no.
be dancing and chanting, and they have a weird plant fungus dog thing with them.
A weird plant fungus.
And you do
dog.
notice that the frog person
it
is
with fire.
completely like tied up, restrained, cannot move, and you see it like trying to flail.
Oh man,
know-
we should go over there and help, but I don't think there's mushroom over there.
I hate you
Can
so
you fucking
much.
don't?
Let's go. Keep it coming.
Is 7 relaying this information?
don't really seem
and
like
she
fun
is
guys.
able to see it.
Ah, damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
Yes, absolutely.
I hurt everywhere because of you.
7 relays. As 7 relays this information, DM. Since you have certain information, does this frog person count as an innocent?
It's a
You
very
believe-
subjective question.
You believe that they're in mortal danger, and you have a sense of pull coming from your mind brain.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to go.
Well, if she's going, we're going. Lock and
I
crossbow.
mean, if there's a person tied up, I don't see why we shouldn't help.
Yeah.
All right.
Kami will look at you. I believe that person requires our assistance, and she is just gonna start moving in that direction, like dashing.
Well,
All right,
ladies
it
and gentlemen,
is-
you heard the wolf lady. Let's
As
do it.
she
It
does
is.
this, the crown is going to like appear on her head.
Just
There's
so
a
you
very
know,
small lizard just like galloping on all fours beside
it
you.
is about 1,200 feet away.
Dash.
It's fine, just
I'm just
sprint.
letting you know.
Just dash.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. Just dash. You
Just
got
use
it.
3 dashes in
Do you
one
want me to
action.
That's just
figure
a-
out?
that's
do you
just
want
a
me to
straight
figure out
minute of
if I get
running.
exhausted?
No. You're quote unquote. It'll be fine.
I mean, I can change into wolf form and go there. I'm
Um,
sure.
I
To
can't-
to
I
be
can't-
to be fair though, that's just a minute of running though.
Yeah,
Oh.
legit.
You weren't supposed to see the number there.
I didn't see a number. What are you talking about?
What's a
Um,
number?
What's numbers exist? What are numbers?
So
What?
so everybody's going there.
I mean, Tommy is.
All for one, one for all.
Now, what I do need to ask, while 7 was scouting, did
Mhm.
anyone check out the guardhouse?
Nope.
I probably would have like yelled, "Is anyone home?" and like peeked through the entrance, but not like gone inside and
Um,
investigated.
In Kami's
Johan-
mind, it did not look large enough to house the largest animal that you've ever seen, which is what they're here for, so she was ignoring it.
Johan, much as you would have noticed, much of the interior collapsed into rubble. Creepers cling to the walls, and high grasses sprout in the flagstones amid evidence of long dead campfires. And you notice on one wall is covered with graffiti, some words painted, others etched.
Does the campfire look like it was like it's recently burned?
No, it's
Okay.
been a while.
Been more than a day.
Yeah, then yeah, I just like peek my head and look at all that and come back out and wait for orders.
Can you give me a perception check?
Yes, I can. Where's the P? There it is. Don't laugh at
Oh
Uh,
that. 16.
no! I
We're
give a
good.
disadvantage.
yeah, you deserve that disadvantage.
What?
What?
do
During
notice
Black
Johan-
History Month? Really?
Aw.
Really?
Go
Yo?
ahead, pull that card.
I'm pulling that card.
Wow.
Anyway,
Way to
Johan,
be
you
mean.
notice that the graffiti is written in common.
Okay. What do it say?
Are you going to take a hot minute to read it?
Sure. Let's do that. Let's take a second to read.
Okay.
Literature is important.
Johan, it is going to be in your journal.
Ooh. My journal. Oh no.
Yes.
All right. I have
Well,
my
the
notes
big
page
right.
open.
It's okay. We
It
fixed
is
it all.
there you go.
Let's go before the creepy poem. And then we'll do that. Cool.
Let's do it.
Fear the fangs of Rasenzi.
Hurrah!
Eric,
Exactly.
I've gone in search of the 9 shrines, V. The puzzle cubes are the key. Beware the frog monster. Who is Unk? All hail the king of feathers. The snakes are not what they seem. Kubazan equals bravery. Shagambi equals wisdom. Moa equals question mark? End quote. I say that out loud word for word.
Is the question mark like there, or is it just like you,
No,
there's
it's-
nothing
it's-
like you
No,
can't?
there's a question mark etched into the stonework.
Is he okay?
I'm just like peeking my head in, like into the thing, just reading out nonsense.
Yeah, he's reading
Alright.
something.
So-
What do you got there?
There's like writing on the wall. 7, did you say there was a frog?
Yeah, tied up with a bunch
Let's-
of mushroom folks hanging out.
Let's not deal with the frog.
I don't
Too-
know if our.
I mean, I think
It-
I'm already walking, so
It says there's a
Tommy's
frog
running.
monster.
She's gone. She's not hearing any of this.
Yeah.
Kami, as you arrive first, you the tumble down ruins the tumble down ruins cling to the lip of a rift overlooking a lake of bubbling lava.
Naturally.
Lava.
As you arrive,
Lava.
you encounter a small tribe of plant people.
Plant people.
Give me nature or history check.
Nature or
Not a
history.
goldfish. This is a
Who?
giant
Anyone that would come here to hang out with the plant
The
people.
same
guy. I will
form.
throw that nature check that I get a +5 to because of my.
That's
I-
it.
my
That's a
thingy.
6.
I would have.
I rolled a 2
rushed
though, so that's
to
a
war.
7.
14.
That's a 6.
Man, I'm just not really doing great here.
19.
That's what happens when you come back from petrification.
Apparently, everyone is good. These are Veggie Pygmies.
Veggie
Excuse me?
Pygmy.
Veggie Tales?
Veggie.
They are fungus creatures that live in simple tribal units, hunting for sustenance and spreading the spores from which they reproduce.
They look awfully flammable.
They
just
look-
saying.
Kind of want to shoot him.
I
don't-
kind of want to set
I
them on
don't
fire.
want to shoot. I don't.
Hanging
I
out-
know.
I kind of want to shoot him.
Hanging out
I'm
with
like-
them is what is called a thorny.
Or-
I don't.
Aw.
That's a little close to.
Thornies
One
are
Freudian slip and you're violating TOS. Better watch out.
You better watch out. Do not catch
They,
yourself slipping.
they are
No!
like, they are dog-like
Stop!
creatures. Oh my god, you peoples doing this to me. So there are 9 little Veggie Pygmies. One wears what looks like a thorny crown, and then there is one thorny. You are hearing them chanting something that you don't understand.
Naturally.
I don't know, DM. What language is it?
What is it?
Does any of you speak Veggie Pygmy?
Yeah. No.
Yes, actually.
Actually,
yes.
I'm proficient. I went to college for this.
I have a degree.
So
That's
I
my
have a
cousin,
PhD
actually.
in Veggie Tales. Okay.
so
I'm green. Like, come on. Come
So
on.
you see that the
Anymore.
many Veggie Pygmies are like dancing, and they seem to be like chanting something rhythmically. around this tied up frogman. You hear the frogman screaming out in something that you also don't understand. It just sounds like bloops and like stuff like that. And then
Wait,
you
what
see
was that sound?
Was Tony doing the?
What?
that. That's what he sounds
Very
like.
good.
That's
I
his. That's how
cannot
he
do that.
sounds.
Uh,
He is like Kami. You're seeing him squirm, flailing. Like you're pretty sure you see like tears coming out of his eyeballs. And the chief kind of like turns to you with a stick in his hand. And he kind of like points it at you, but he's saying things you don't understand.
Can I vibe check?
Yes.
After your vibe check, I am going to run up to you and put my hand on your shoulder and say that in that building there was a description about a frog monster.
And I'm gonna say, you got here awfully quick, kid.
um,
I'm
Since
skinny.
I was dashing while you were reading that.
I'm skinny. There's no weight.
He was
to
a
carry.
world-class jogger before he got into adventuring.
Kami, you're pretty sure from like the way he's kind of like moving his stick towards you, he's trying to like ask you a question. Like you would assume he's asking like, "Who are you? Why are you here? Are you friendly?"
I
But it's-
am going to like just reach my glaive forward and point at the frog creature, like in a questioning, like kind of what the fuck is going on look at him, and then point at
Right, what's
the
all this
sheer
then?
numbers of people that they have surrounding it, and then down at the lava, basically asking like, "Are you the baddies? What's going on here?" But I rolled a 21 insight check, and I don't know the language on this thing. Is it just who I deem innocent, or is it someone that actually is innocent and needs my help?
It's from someone that looks and appears innocent
it's up to
and
my
needing of help.
judgment.
Yeah.
Fuck, Tony.
Okay. Okay. I forgot to turn his on that.
What do you mean? I didn't say anything.
He's having a hard time understanding. He believe like when you move your glaive and seeing like its size and power, he kind of like steps back and does like a weird sound. Like the way he talks almost sounds like leaves crunching and like rustling around. And the others kind of stop doing their chanting and dancing, and they look at you. And even like the little frogman, like on his back on the ground, like tries to look up, and is just like wailing in little bloops and bleeps and
Oops. Whales and bloop.
And can
What do
I
you do?
tell what's going on here with my insight?
You're pretty
whether
pretty
they-
sure they are going to chuck him in the lava as a sacrificial ritual.
You know, that was my guess.
Right, but you
Sounds
know,
pretty dope.
I would argue that I didn't need a 21 insight to figure that out, given the pool of lava and the fact that he's wrapped up in ropes. Tony! DM! Tell me what's going on!
Quit trying to gain your meta knowledge.
That's what they have this guy. They're going to sack him to the plant overlord.
Yeah, plant overlord.
The
Alright,
villain
You
from
know,
Little
they
House
want
on
to.
the
I'm
Mystic.
They're
gonna walk
feeding the
forward.
plant god. The
Little
plant
shop
god
in
is starving. Feed me.
Tony, does the little frog creature, does he breathe? Can he breathe underwater?
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
Ooh.
First, I'm gonna crit on that.
Okay, you know that this creature is a grung. These little dudes.
I love grungs so much.
Oh
they
my god, they're
are-
They're like a
adorable.
stoplight.
So the thing is, you know this out the gate. They are aggressive, frog-like humanoids found in rainforests and tropical jungles. Fiercely territorial, see themselves as superior to all other creatures. And they are naturally toxic skin. They can breathe underwater. They come in a variety of colors from green, red, blue, purple, gold, and orange. And they're evil.
But we don't know
Super
if they
evil.
breathe water.
You do know that they breathe water. They also enslave other people.
Okay, then
Oh, well,
I can.
fuck this
They
guy.
breathe water and they have slaves.
Then
Oh,
I can
fuck this guy, then.
definitely talk to them because I can communicate with beasts that breathe water as an emissary of the sea.
He's actually
Wow.
humanoid.
Oh, that's why I asked.
He's too big brain smart to be a beast.
Oh, so it has to be like an actual water creature.
Like a fish.
Okay, but it's a slaver, so
fish.
fuck it, let it die.
All right. Well, then if I know that just by my nature, I will definitely explain that to Kami and just say, "Listen, man. I mean, I'm cool with getting him out of there, but I have a feeling he's not as good as we think he is."
Yeah, so Kami has some moment of pause when she rushes up like this, and they don't immediately attack her. Like they very calmly just stop and look at her, like, "Hey, who are you?" And it feels much less aggressive what's going on than she was originally thinking. So she is going to walk up to this frog creature and just slowly, like, looking around at everyone else, put her hand down on the ropes and just kind of cock her head at these guys like, "I'm gonna let him go."
They will ready their slings. And the chief will point his spear at you.
Can I look at them and go, in the universal, like, language of, what'd he do?
What'd he do?
What do you do?
So they will. The chief will have point at you, point at the frogman, point at the lava.
So someone's got to go in the lava.
So
You-
you might discern that
Ching.
he will
Okay.
tell you, throw that motherfucker into the lava.
I mean, it's a compelling argument.
I mean, it's straightforward. He's saying what he wants exactly.
Listen,
you hear this
meta
poor little
knowledge, guys.
frogman.
I am working off of, like, the flaw of my weapon, and I'm trying to figure out whether I am compelled or whether I have to, like, figure out who's innocent. So,
But wait, didn't we just get told that frogs are
She
slavers?
just told you that they're
Well-
not good people.
I feel like low key we know for a fact. Like you mean?
Seven just told me that he may not be as good as we think he is.
Oh,
Man,
true.
it
Maybe
would
we
sure
should
be
explain a
That's
bit
helpful if
more about
pretty
somebody-
that.
ambiguous
So
language.
this grung is like looking at you, Kami, tears in his eyes, like shaking
Oh.
his head.
It would sure be helpful if somebody had information about a frog monster.
Flipping through Will's journal.
Listen.
Listen, Wolf Lady, whatever the call is, we're gonna follow you on it. So if the call's kill all these damn fungus people, then tell me to start shooting. If the call is let the frog person die, then we sit here and watch. Either way, you make the call. We'll follow you up.
I'm just gonna use my glaive to slice his ropes really quick, and I want to see what he does.
All right, folks, showtime!
He at first he kind of like when he sees your glaive going, he closes his eyes, thinking you're gonna kill him, instead of like throwing him off into the lava to burn a slow death. All the Veggie Pygmies will like gasp.
Right.
And the grung will just like grovel after feeling that he's not like bleeding and like you didn't just disembowel him. And yeah, he just grovels at your feet, and the chieftain will point his spear at you and yell something that sounds like leaves.
Oh,
We
joy.
need to
Could
roll
you-
initiative.
DM,
Probably.
could you just tell me what that sounds like?
I don't have leaves.
You guys, this is my sweet payback for having Tony as a player for the past like 2 years.
Do I even have something that will like
Some paper.
make this sound?
Crinkle some paper up.
This is
Hold
the
on.
great. This is the Toby payback.
Hold on.
This is no.
It's
This
not
is
working.
this is so many others. It's all of his characters.
What did Braz do?
What?
Braz,
Wait, even more so, what did Cathari do except for live a great life until you fucking murdered him?
I think there's some pent up
Can
aggression.
we
at
y'all want
this
to talk
table.
about this? We can like have it out real quick. You know, if y'all want us to take a break and like step back and like talk it out, we could do that. We're here for you guys, you know.
We're gonna.
No, I'll just do a slow torture of him over the rest of this campaign.
Weird.
No,
How long
but
until
what are
Luca
these guys
overthrows
doing?
the
Are they
DM?
attacking?
They're going to, so
Yeah.
Showtime, kids.
Initiative time.
Hello,
Yeah.
phones, hello, phones.
Don't roll shit. Don't roll shit.
Jesus, I feel
13.
like
It's not as
I
bad.
know
Initiative.
16.
creatures are fine.
Boop. 8. We're so good.
I got a 13. That could be worse.
20d20.
So
we
I
have
have
some
a
dope
sense of-
battle music, everybody. We're gonna go
So I
to
got a
this
194.
one.
12.
Gotcha. These are pretty thick boys, if I do say so myself.
They look pretty. They're as big as our entire party token, dude.
What?
Um,
These are mega thonk.
I'm sorry, they're what?
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that, and I'm just going to continue doing my.
You heard what I said. I don't regret anything.
I love
Oh,
Tomb
my
of
God, I'm
Annihilation.
so sorry. Okay, we're good.
Where we annihilate the DM's soul every
Yeah!
session.
This music does slap, bro.
Bruh, man, Music D20 knows what they're doing.
They do.
Tell me I go before them. Tell me I go before them.
I don't know. I gotta do the initiative. I didn't think you're gonna go fight the shit out of a bunch of.
Well,
Man,
guys,
So grouped up. I have to do the thing.
I didn't
Hello,
know you were so
guys.
inherently violent.
Hey, I didn't start this
I tried so hard not to.
and got so far.
well,
Yes.
guys, I think it's time
And
to
in the
violate
end-
the Geneva Convention.
Doesn't even matter.
Judas Priest.
One second,
Why
I'll
would
be
you
right back.
clip that?
Why? There are so many other things you could possibly clip, and you clip Megathonk.
Oh no, we've got a
Megathon.
drunk heck in the chat.
Oh boy.
Oh, Sir Heckalot.
So Netrusa, what did you get for initiative?
I got 16.
What
I
the-
actually got a 194. No, I'm kidding. It was
Hmm.
16.
Johan got an 8, 7 got a 13, and Tommy got a
7.
12. So apparently you all are bad at this initiative thing because the chief is gonna go first.
No.
Wait, even above my 13?
Yeah, he critted, boy.
Oh,
He is fast as fuck.
That sucks. Go ahead, Chief.
Who's getting killed?
Me.
Y'all getting killed. Y'all gonna die
Yeah.
today.
Nah, we're too
The
thonks.
chief is going to come up to you, Kami,
Mm-hmm.
because these are all actually small creatures except for the thorny. So we're gonna do this real quick
Boom.
because yeah, they are small.
Expand.
No,
Enhance.
constrict. They're going to constrict.
Oh, they constrict. I thought
And
you
yeah,
expand.
the chief comes up. And he's gonna stab you.
You got a stick.
Oh no.
Oh my god, does a 23 hit?
Holy.
Jesus,
It
fuck.
does.
Are we serious?
He's gonna shank you for 4 damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Bam.
I was worried for a moment there.
And I need you to make a con save.
Oh no, now I'm worried again.
Oh no. Oh. Imagine rolling a nat 1 and having a +6 to Constitution saves.
Alright, I got a 7.
All right, you are poisoned.
You know, I was worried I was gonna say that.
Oh.
And at the start of each of your turns, you will take poison damage. That is its turn, and we go to apparently the rest of the Veggie Pygmies.
No!
No, really? Are you serious?
They're gonna jump.
These two are
Kami.
gonna kind of come around you, Kami.
No,
and they're
I
gonna-
need them together.
It's fine. We have this. Don't worry
I'm
about
so
it.
One is just gonna like try to claw at you, but just like completely miss. The other one is gonna go just completely miss.
As they come in range of me, I would like to opportunity attack them.
Sure.
Let's say we just did this.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Hold on. All right, now I need
Oh,
to know how to
God.
delete shapes.
And I guess that's gonna go for the
A magnanimous
king as well,
dispensation.
which okay, so 13 to hit.
The 13 will hit.
All right. A 21 and then an 11.
The 11 will not hit.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong one. I hit just glaive. Ignore that.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
1.
Is that to the chief?
Did I hit the chief with the 11?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah. You swing for the two Veggie Pygmies that kind of come around you as like they're coming, and you just cleave them like you cleave those poor velociraptors.
All right, so we're just doing.
And then like you kind of point it at the chief, but as you try to swing and you miss.
All right. As that happens, I will and I'll point at him, but clearly miss, and like give him a look of like please stop your men from advancing, your leaf guys from advancing.
I'll be right back again. My dogs are going crazy. Sorry.
Nethrissa.
Hello. So, am I able to move like right here
Yeah.
on the map? Okay.
Yeah, there's still like plenty of room around you. Just like
What
if you go
about
off
like
to the
right
far right
here?
side of the map, you're gonna go jumping into lava.
Lava time. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to use the Wand of Fear to
Oh,
Wait, no,
cast-
keep them together. Don't do it. No.
Listen, I have to do what I have to do.
What is this?
Command. I'm gonna cast command.
It's
No,
what a
just-
bunch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It is
6,
a 60-foot cone, and it's what is the DC? I think it's 15. DC, yeah, 15, which is a Wisdom save, or they become frightened for a minute.
I'm sorry. What's the DC?
15.
Jesus fuck.
Oh, cool,
Okay.
no.
Also, I'd like to like try to not get Kami or
Yeah,
Johan
yeah,
in there. You know, yeah.
Yeah, they all fail.
Woo!
Out of the 8d20, my highest roll was a 10.
It was a rough one. I saw it. That's a.
Cool. So for the command that I'm gonna do specifically, they're gonna grovel.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
no.
not great for me. They are all prone.
They are all prone.
Hey, Tony,
Okay.
who's next in initiative?
And yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Hey, Tony, who's next?
There's nothing else for me to do.
7 is up next.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Fine, fair enough. Have fun.
Hey, so she is going to cast Shatter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We love shatter.
Just kind of like,
Yep.
oh yeah, Kami's over 10 feet away, so it's just going to be this 10-foot circle, and it'll hit, I think, everything except for the Grung and Kami, and Nethrissa. I don't think it'll hit Nethrissa. Nope.
That's it's a 10-foot sphere, so bam.
Boom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They all
Oh,
need to make
God.
con saving throws, I
Con
believe.
saves.
Yes,
Great.
you will need
I
con
don't
saves.
wanna.
Oh, it's only 10
Uh,
damage. It's not like they're super fragile or anything.
Let's see. 8d20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them will save. So 1, 2, 3 pygmies are exploded as you shatter the area around them. Their bodies reverberate and just pop
Damn,
into
son.
like plants and fungus and just.
Well, I think
Exploded.
doesn't the 2 1s, the 13, 9, and the 5? So at least 3 standing,
wait.
right?
Oh shit! DC 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them explode.
Yes.
My God, you're blowing up my poor plant people.
Oh no, this encounter that was going to be super hard for us.
Not really. They're
Oops.
very not strong.
Nerd, don't taunt the DM.
Right, don't talk
Hey,
to him.
That
Hey,
wasn't
do you
taunting,
want
that
to
was
not live?
that was sympathy. That was sympathy.
Listen, they did that to me, and then Venom Fang happened.
Oh, I
I've
remember
heard-
that.
I've heard
Yeah,
too much about
yeah, I
Venom
remember
Fang.
that, and I was not happy.
I've heard multiple stories of Venom Fang, and I don't
Not
even think I
great.
know what happened.
Okay, well, that was super not great on my part. Do you have anything else?
Bonus action. Nope, I'm good.
Cool beans, Roz.
Well, only a couple left to clean up, so let's clean them up. They're all still prone, right?
Yeah, yep,
Cool.
yep.
I'm casting a tier 2 Halo Thorns, and I'm shooting this one right here in the middle.
Oh my God.
Aw. Ouch.
Gonna go ahead and cast that.
Is that a range spell?
It's not a spell. It's my next time I hit one, it and everything within 5 feet has to take a DC 14 Dex save or take 2d10 damage.
Oh,
Within
no.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Within 5 feet. Hmm.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
why
aim for
are-
that one right in the middle.
God damn it.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Right here, right in the middle.
Boop. Aw, that's just out of range.
Oh, of course. I planned this. I didn't go for the chief. I got this. I got this. Not gonna hurt my friends. So yeah, gonna shoot that one in the chest general area if I could.
Okay.
Big crossbow.
Because he's prone, you will have disadvantage.
This is a 16 hit. I guess I gotta roll twice disadvantage. 16 and 18 are the numbers.
God bless.
Aw.
Yep, you sure do smoke it.
All right, so here's the damage first. It's
don't want it.
1d10 plus 5.
Super
Uh,
dead.
that's-
It's super dead. You just
Okay,
go
cool.
right through and it just explodes.
Oh, okay. I guess I better roll the explosion damage to everybody else. Oh yes, everyone else around them has to take a DC 14 Dex save
Oh, I
and
don't
take-
want to.
or take 14. Oh well, 14 piercing damage to all of them.
Oh my God, my big babies.
Vegetables.
This one just gets shredded.
Nice.
Shredded by your
Nice.
health.
Like salad?
Love it.
I mean,
Like
if
lettuce?
mushroom and plant matter salad.
Cool.
How much
All right,
was
that's the
the-
meat ladder, guys. Let's go.
How much was the Hail of Thorns damage?
14.
Organic plant people salad.
All right. The chief is like very shredded, but he's not down.
Very
so yeah,
shredded, but not down.
Roz will kind of just like take. Oh wait, you know what? I get a second shot. So
Oh no.
I'm gonna aim. So Roz is gonna aim at the chief with his crossbow, just the big crossbow drawn. Just say, in case she didn't make her point clear, stand down. Just just crossbow bolt into his chest. He can say no if he wants.
He doesn't understand what you're saying.
Cool. Then I'm shooting him in his chest.
Then I'm
Damn.
murdering this king of a.
I missed.
People.
I think.
What do it be? We do not
Oh,
see.
was it?
Oh, I rolled a 9. I'm pretty sure I missed.
Yeah, you super miss.
Tragic.
It is Johan's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a weird thingy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Ice Knife. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target. And then from there to there, yeah, I thought so. So I'm gonna throw my first Ice Knife like right there.
Mm-hmm.
So then the explosion will hit that guy. Will hit the chief.
Okay.
And then I'm going to twin spell it to hit the doggo.
Oh my.
Ooh.
That's not very cash money of you, but okay.
I'm sorry, but
I
my
agree.
cash
Does
money
the
is different than yours.
dogdie.com.
You will have disadvantage at the thorny because it is also prone.
Okay, so that's gonna be just 2 attack rolls, and I'm gonna need a dex save from both of them either way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so a
Um,
19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
All right.
Um, The chief will fail his dexterity save.
Okay, well the thorny will take 5 piercing and 7 cold.
The thorny made its save, and you notice that when your knife goes into it, it seems to like go in between the vines of its body and not seeming to affect it as much.
Oh.
But the cold will
I'm
affect
rolling.
it normally.
Should I roll for the other one since it was a different knife, or just use the 7?
Roll another one for the chieftain's ice damage.
5 ice damage, cold
Okay.
damage.
There's that damage. Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
All right, the thorny. He will stand up and come over and put himself over the chief. And just guard him. The chief will stay groveled at your feet, Kami, much like the grung. He will not stand up. He drops his spear.
I mean, he's commanded to do that, though, right?
Yes, but he does drop the spear.
Okay, what's Grung doing?
You know, he's completely groveled at your feet, like he's
Is it a schmarmy grovel though? Or
Kill
is
them
it-
both. Let God sort it out.
the grung. The grung is hesitant at actually like
I
grabbing
can't,
at
I have
you.
to fly. I have to choose which one's innocent.
The grung would normally grab your leg, but he knows that you're not a frog, so he doesn't want to poison you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it is schmarmy, or it's legit groveling.
Yes, it is. They are both legit groveling. The chief seems to like be standing down as you asked.
Fine then. I'm gonna do why not both dot gif. And then all right.
1 second, I'll be right back. again.
Kami looks at them and just kind of lowers her glaive and like shuffles back a half step
Mhm.
in kind of a you're free to go.
Mhm.
What
Does-
are they doing?
They can't act yet until
Okay.
everybody else gets one round go.
Alright, then can I hold my action then until they move?
Yes.
Okay.
So you all know that it looks like Kami is allowing them to go as like they have stood down
Okay.
after you
Ross,
literally
what's
slaughtered his people.
Hey, listen. You know, they struck first.
They did. They did.
So yeah, Rouse will just kind of keep a crossbow pointed at the chief, as like, you know, kind of just like tracking him. As if he makes any moves to go away, trying to follow him until he gets decent enough away. He makes a single motion that seems even remotely hostile. I'm putting one through his chest.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm just waiting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm gonna rush up to Kami. Zoom. And like, because I like probably just finished running, I'm gonna say, there was a writing that talked about a frog monster.
Catch your breath, warm blood.
All right.
And do you
We'll
think it
see.
means this?
I mean, I haven't seen any other frogs.
We could shoot it and find out.
I
And
do
you will
not
see-
believe this is a monster.
you will see the chief groggily get onto the thorny, and they will kind of just slink away.
That definitely won't come back to
One
bite us
second,
in the
be
ass later.
right back.
And you are out of initiative unless you choose to murder them.
No.
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but
don't.
like, if no one gives me the inclination to, I'm not gonna just, you mean, for no
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
But yeah, the grung is still groveling at your feet. And all the little pygmies are dead or fucking off. So it is just y'all and it. And like, yeah, Kami,
It?
like it is like right at your feet, almost like wanting to like hug you, but it doesn't.
Okay.
What a grunt.
I'm kind of like stepping back, like, oh, you know, you may leave. I don't want this thing in my service.
It kind of like stands and just kind of like looks around because like you noticed it doesn't have anything other than like normal clothing. It doesn't really have a weapon on it or
Alright, I'm gonna
armor or anything. So it just kind of like, you know, just tries to like, you know, just doing its weird little grung language. Like,
I'm gonna just give it a bow, hopefully in dismissal.
he just stands there.
Can
Kick
I...
it, kick it.
No, do not kick it! Do not kick it! Can I
think-
walk up to the grung?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna hold my boomerang in my hand and stand just arm's length away from it, but just hold it out because it doesn't have anything.
It will like take its little like sticky fingers and just like touch it and just like move it up and down.
Okay. I kind of like push it forward, like take it. No.
And like it kind of like pushes back. I think it's like a game or
No.
something.
Just take the boomerang. It's not gonna take it.
Okay. I thought.
And
it
I
was,
think this
okay.
is a good point to end the session.
Oh, cool. I got back right on
Is
time.
this
Nice.
thing gonna be following us around now?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out next session,
Tommy
huh?
got a pet on session 1.
We have another pet.
Oh,
We
no,
have
I
another
don't
pet.
want a pet.
No, we have another family member.
Exactly. We have to teach.
He's not a
common.
pet. He's family.
He's family. You treat him with respect, okay?
yes.
All right.
We have to teach the grung common.
We gotta
so that
teach him. We gotta teach him common.
It's a slaver. Can't we just kill it?
Wow. Okay. Anyway,
To be fair, we don't know if this one's a slaver.
so I would like to thank
It's at minimum
everybody
complicit with it.
for the shenanigans that happened this evening.
Woo!
Woo!
It was great
Sure
having
happened.
to deal with all of the last session from last month, build up to this.
There's quite an event.
It was interesting to see this new party dynamic. I'm interested to see where it goes now that you are in the death curse area, probably, maybe.
Maybe.
exciting.
Who
Hopefully,
knows
probably.
What goes on?
But yeah, I would like to thank everybody for being here. I would like to thank Music D20 for their cool music. You can go definitely check out their Patreon. They have a lot of very cool stuff. Anywhere from ambient music to combat stuff. They actually have a lot of tracks that they loop themselves. So it's very just plug and play. So really nice. Kind of cool stuff. Thank you everyone for being here this evening. Throwing out the advantages for my players that sometimes they need.
Just sometimes.
Dice are not with them all
Sometimes.
the time. But I have
Like
been
when
Tony,
you-
your dungeon master. You can find me at What Is D&D on Twitter. Ask some questions if you have any related to the D and or D. But not that.
Phrasing, Tony.
Not that D.